And we're back here once again with another episode of the Iron Man Podcast, episode 559. Actually, it's going to be another rendition of Tuesday's Big Showdown. And tonight, a few people are not going to be here. Gray went to the beach, and he explicitly stated that he went to the beach to not be with me tonight. Darnell said his back was hurting, so he's not going to be here tonight at all. And so that way I was just stuck with you, cloud chasing pieces of shit, actually. So, you know, it all works out that way.
How does going to the beach make it so that you're not online with you at night?
Well, he went to the beach specifically today, so he wouldn't be on here tonight. So he left me for probably the black girls he's going to end up trying to look at the beach. I always told him, hey, you start dating black girls, you start drinking great Kool-Aid and start wearing do-rags, might start get you saying the N-word. So, yeah, hope everyone has a great time wherever they're at in the world. I know things could be a little crazy given how things are now, but I hope you guys all had a great weekend, this past weekend as well. So, yeah, nothing really too much talk about. Just probably just talk and chill for a little bit here because, as we all know, I'm tired. It's been all day editing videos, getting stuff done. My AC got fixed, so I've been waiting all day for that. So I just want to just sit down, chill. And Tiny was yelling at me on Sunday stream. She was like, "You could have had that bartender. You can't fuck a woman."
I'm sorry. You said you shot your shot. You did not shoot a shot. You said a word and you walked away.
I said I shot a potential shot, and it maybe didn't go anywhere.
You didn't even try. You literally didn't even try.
She was like, "Your opinions on this stuff sucks. You can't have sex with women. You're a loser." And I was like, God. What did I do? Is what you just
I'm sorry. You guys were both there. Did I say any of this?
Yes.
That's pretty much word for word from what I remember.
I'm not too loud, am I? Like my mic is good.
No,
you're fine.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay. So just kidding. This is
verbatim.
Dieting with MSK.
I mean, well, there's what you said and what you the meaning behind the words. So I think he's deciphering what you were actually saying. So I get that. That's about what
deciphering. She literally said word for word, "You couldn't have fucked that woman." That's exactly what she said.
I said you might have been able to if you'd actually shot the shot.
You know what? If I had a chance to, I would have done some real pretty things to that bitch. But that was in my head. You know, it's like the shit in Superbad. Remember how he was thinking like he was gonna have sex with Jules? The part at that liquor store.
I'm sorry. She was working. She was already being flirted with, so she was already in a good mood. She got a $300 cash tip.
That's true. Yeah,
and she did. And the dude who'd been flirting with her and got her all happy walked away. You had every fucking opportunity to try.
So
to
you were an actual witness. You were a witness to this whole transaction.
No,
right?
She actually left about.
No, I was only there for about 45 minutes. Okay. Not good that night.
God Lord, I thought she was gonna take me to her car. I'm like, all right, okay, interesting. Thought I went in the car.
She just comes behind the bar, slaps you in the back of the asses. You want to go backseat it there, sweetheart?
I'm not gonna lie, if that ever happened, I would have just fell asleep. My eyes, I was so tired that day. I would have just passed out. I'm like, oh, cool. Resting place. Just straight up snoring. What's up, guys? How you doing? Hi, Bronzebird. How you doing? That's from Toasty's side. Hi, Nate. How you doing? Hi, WZ. So yeah, just been getting a lot of this stuff done. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on a lot of stuff. But I will say this. As you guys were here, we were here last Tuesday. Mr. John's Longbox, he said he got a little uncomfortable with us talking about EVS because he apparently didn't find him all that bad. And then
EVS attacked him right afterwards.
2 days later, Thursday, talk about takes that age like complete milk. Complete milk.
I see where he's coming from. He just wanted to maintain like a professional, courtesy and relationship. And it's not his. Yeah, it's not his dog to fuck. Anyways, their personal bullshit. So I understood where he's coming from.
And his attitude was he had.
But it is kind of funny that it,
it's like milk that fast. That was fast.
I mean, he said, I don't want to be a part of any of the drama. I think the drama is ridiculous. I think they're both drama farming, and I don't want to be a part of any of it at all. I want to just be able to talk to them about their books, and that's it. I mean, and he admitted that he didn't actually like ISOM #1 all that much.
Yeah.
And he said that he did like Cyberfrog. Like, he was being not only just objective and neutral, he was also giving EVS a little tiny bit more of a attaboy. And EVS just attacks him like a rabid fucking chihuahua.
This man got mad because in the thread, one of the things he said he got mad at was like some sort of promotional thing. This man EVS has said this on multiple occasions. I even still actually watch those trash cats. The reason why I watch them is because I can hear the things he's saying in my head. That way I can think about them and replay them over and over, so I can tell you guys them. He's mentioned this more than a few times. Remember how he mentioned the fact that he thought Eric was, when he asked Eric to retweet his Cyberfrog 3 campaign tweet, that he thought Eric didn't do it the way he wanted to. This guy's got the nerve to, first of all, someone could retweet whatever you have because they feel like it. Not you could ask me
or not at all
in the group chat. If I say, hey, can you potentially retweet this and like it? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do anything.
I intentionally did not tonight.
Yeah. And that's how it works. And then he's like, man, but I asked Eric to retweet this and he didn't really want to do it. And he didn't really do it in the way that felt like he really wanted to. It's like, that's a lot of projection and a lot of like coming to random conclusions over someone retweeting your shit. First of all, this is a guy who doesn't even need that happening anyway. Campaigns already do this. I don't really care for the guy all that much, but like his campaigns do well money wise. He doesn't need that in general. Like it's just not needed.
Well,
and then
they do well for now. When someone finally sues him for fraud, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and then to say those things to John was like, dude, if he
attacked John personally. And I'm sorry, I don't think that. I think that you should respect your elders. A. B, I think you should respect people who've been in the industry for as long as he has, who's loved the industry as long as he has, and who's as knowledgeable about the industry as he is. And C, you should be able to recognize when someone is on your side or being neutral. EVS does none of those things. He's completely unable to even see something that's neutral. He is so self-involved. He is so psychotically self-interested. It's almost interesting to watch. Like, if I was really interested in psychology, he would be an amazing thing to study because he is so broken.
Like, I straight up don't get it with a dude like him. It's so many conflicting positions. He talks about, well, when I promote someone, they kind of backstab me. And then people told him, remember how last year he had that big take of like, well, you should promote because it's good for the industry. And it's like, right, what's the saying? Rising tide, raise all ships. First of all, that, oh God, because I can't really explain all these things in detail because I don't want to take up too much time talking. But to make like long story short about that, the reason there's a reason why you don't help everybody. That's the reason why. So you can't like knock on someone for not wanting to help somebody when, I'll be honest here, I helped a lot of people. A lot of people have treated me like complete shit. Why do people think I do that as much anymore? You know, if you've lived life, you would know what I'm saying. That's not like a foreign concept. There's a reason why people just stay to themselves and don't help anybody out because backstabbing, people use you, many things, right? And this guy has the ball and nerve to be like, well, I don't do that because people might I help people, they backstab me. And it's like, well, people told you that's why you don't just randomly promote everybody. It's very simple. Then this guy has the ball and nerve to. John said, "Oh, I have a broken neck, and I'm getting my shit out faster than you." He's like, "You should just break your neck harder." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, I'm sorry. You don't say that to somebody.
Actually, I'm gonna find a thread right now. I told John,
who is this guy?
I told John I wasn't gonna talk about him when he was here, but I could sure talk about it when he's not here because, well, obviously I'm the CEO. I get to run my shows the way I want to. I'm Big Top G, as we call him, hot, sexy, rich guy.
No problem, Walter.
I mean, I call you master.
Yeah, you really need to stop doing that. It's way too bad for his ego.
Wait, hold on.
That's why we call him MSK.
You call me a hot, sexy, rich daddy. That's what she says. Well, I tried.
All right.
Riz was too strong on that one.
Left me speechless.
What else was I oh, fucking hell.
Okay.
I just lost my train of thought when that happened. Freaking Tiny, always trying to be a part of my mind. What was I going to say? Oh, I would just say this.
The CEO needs a bed.
The CEO needs a bed. The CEO needs his TV mounted. We're not going down this road tonight. Just saying that. I mean, I will say this. He did the whole Rainbow the Brute thing you mentioned earlier, where, keep on that, Rainbow the Brute is already funded. People who had already paid for a product have not got this product. This dude's like, now I want to make toys for this. Nobody fucking wants toys in this
We
space.
haven't seen the book yet. How do we know they would actually want to spend money on a toy?
And people here barely get the books. We're talking about toys. What about the product that people already paid for? What about that?
The only reason he's trying to do toys is because Eric's got the Ira statue. That's the only reason he wants to get into
toys. He did the
Cyberpunk
toys before.
He did start doing toys first, but the big point is he's hitching toy. It's like, what's the saying? You're hitching the horse before the wagon. Some old bullshit.
Putting the horse.
Right, there you go. There you go. Thank you. The book, he's making toys for a book that hasn't even come out yet. That was supposed to have come out years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of fucking retarded. And going back to the whole John's long box thing, John made one simple critique because EVS's biggest thing is Eric July can't take criticism. He can't take criticism. So the criticism was, this bullshit is getting really old and really fucking gay. And it has for a long time. That's why my biggest problem with all of this, I could give a shit if anybody does like or does not like Rippaverse comics. What I don't like is what it's doing to the brand and to the reputation of Comicsgate. It's not a thing about comics anymore.
The tweet
it's
he
just
put out,
about
remember?
This bullshit.
The tweet he put out, I think it was 2 days before that thread that I'm going to show you guys. It's the one where he said, Rippaverse, I shit you, that's what he said. Rippaverse is sucking the life out of indie comics. Now, if anyone has ever talked to anybody in the independent space, we would know how dumb that sounds. Okay, reason why I give this example in Iron Show. You know, Goku and Piccolo and Dragon Ball Z, they were able to like scale up on their own independently. Well, that's what the indie comic scene is. Your own success is dependent specifically directly on you. Other indies can't suck your actual money away from you or success because indie comics are a niche of comics already. So they're already fighting for scraps anyway, right? Everyone is responsible for their own success. That's just how it works. Eric can't be taking other smaller people's success when they're, first of all, you're not known. To be honest here, none of these people are known to anybody for the most part, unless you go to a con, or unless you go out to signings or anything. And even that can barely get your name out there. So Eric can't suck people's clout or potential success because you're already in an independent space. No one knows who these people are. Nobody.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Eric being Eric and doing the Rippaverse and doing what he did with ISOM actually allowed people to, regular normie people who don't watch us and don't come into these spaces, to go, oh shit, there are independent comics. There is
that actually come out.
That actually come out. And that there is stuff out that, like, if I'm not happy with DC or Marvel, I'm not happy with Image, I can go somewhere, or IDW, I can go find people. I should go check. Maybe I should be looking on Etsy or Indiegogo or Kickstarter. What else is out there that I didn't know?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had people contact me, people who know that I'm a super comic book geek, and they're not, contact me and go, hey, did you know there's like you're always bitching about Marvel and DC. Did you know there's independent comics now? I'm like, yes, I did. But I mean, I've actually had friends contact me because they heard about ISOM.
Hi, Strider. What's up, man? Scorpio, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Hi, Walter. Oh, that's Tiny. It's like, oh, there's another hot lady talking to me. I was like, nope, that didn't happen.
No, that's still my other account. I got to figure out why StreamYards only likes one of my YouTube accounts.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where if anyone says stuff like that, it's just like, oh my God. Like, if people know how this thing operates, basically all of your success is dictated on your own independently. That's why it's called independent comics. It's just literally how that goes. Eric can't, like, this notion that Eric is taking away from them is contrived. It makes no sense at all. None of these guys are known to almost anybody. So you can't be taking something that you don't have. They don't have any clout. They really don't have anything. It's just like what you said. It's all kind of to like people like us on the internet. That's kind of like their clout, which is not bad. You make a lot of money doing it, which some of them have. But to say things like sucking the life of an independent comics is so stupid. Like, who talks like that?
Eric spent 10 years building an audience and a base. People who liked him and trusted his opinion on comics, sometimes on politics. He built a very strong base, and then he did the comic, and that base came to support him. And then most of them must have liked it, because when ISOM 2 came out, the majority of that base and others that they had introduced to it came back.
I remember
It's
when
not
the
that
world was
complicated.
perfect.
He didn't steal anybody else's fans. He created a following and then gave them a product they liked. That's it. It's not complicated. It's not some conspiracy.
Well,
Remember
they're
when
under the
world was
mindset
perfect
that
and racism
and
didn't
I can-
exist. And Eric July was
right.
Oh,
Eric
God.
July.
Eric July
Yeah,
was
he single-handedly brought back racism by getting a bunch of white, primarily conservative, right-leaning individuals to start buying the
Conservative-
black man's comic book.
conservative right-leaning MAGA supporters. Forgot the other
Right,
one.
right. The majority, or at least at the very least, libertarian. Let's just say not, pretty
Super
much
left.
everything right of center is alt-right, so it doesn't really matter at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and we met
One
Gabe.
good thing happened
remember-
today. Cory Bush lost her primary.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Gabe El Taib, because before you go over this thread of John, because I wanted to make the video for John, because fuck this guy. I don't even care if he watches this. He can go fuck himself. He's someone on stream. He'll do this a lot. Like, my wife, I was like, people are married. That's cool. You like your wife. That's awesome. Celebrate her. I think vice versa is cool. Yeah, like having kids, that's cool and all. Man, can't stop talking about his fucking. Who cares about your wife? No one knows this broad. I don't care.
Who the fuck are you talking about? EBS?
Because constantly talking about his wife on stream. No one cares about this bitch. Who cares?
He's a closeted homosexual.
I
so
wasn't
he
aware
has
he was
to
married.
constantly
He
reassure people.
He's divorced.
He's married.
He's twice married. He was divorced before, and he met this lady who's a single mom, and they had a kid, and that's the kid that's autistic. So it's just some dude is like just talking about his wife's like me and Andrea. Like, no one cares, dude. Who fucking cares about your wife? He's like, well, people are going after my daughter, and she's autistic. You told us she was autistic. You have to say anything. You have to say anything. But people like that with no fuck off. Who cares,
I will.
Dude?
I am in the camp that if you're going after an individual, that's fine.
You don't go after their family.
Back and forth. Going after the family is a step over. But this is the same guy who thinks it's perfectly fine for somebody there at an event representing Comicsgate to stand, less than 100 feet away from someone else's wife, videotaping them and making crude comments for over 15 minutes, and then posting it all online repeatedly.
He literally
totally fine to go after. Yeah, it's fine to go after people's families if I don't like them.
No,
it's fine if they go after that bar.
Yep.
Ethan even said, I think in this that we're going to go over in a second, he got Riley arrested. If anyone says that, they're dumb. Riley got himself arrested. We know this because he willingly drove to a place he didn't have no business being there, even though he could have just RSVP'd and got into there anyway. He's stupid.
Well, knowingly having a warrant out in that state for the crime of stalking.
Yeah. Riley got himself arrested.
With the freaking management. I've been a bartender on and off for years. I've never seen a place where you fight with the management, you don't get kicked out on your ass and or have the cops called on you.
I've trespassed. I mean, that's always the last resort, because I was a bartender for years and years too, and worked in just different, like the service industry and that kind of thing. But calling, especially at a bar,
clubs, weren't you?
Yeah, calling the cops and trespassing someone's always the last resort, because that brings a lot of negative attention to the establishment. Makes the rest of the patrons feel uncomfortable, sets a bad reputation for your place. But I had to do it many times. Sometimes there's no other option.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying right now, guys will literally go to bars and harass women. Like, I don't even know how that's any different from what Riley did. Like, and they get thrown out. You do that to girls in bars, just throws you out. They will call the cops on you. Eric Beaner had nothing to do with it. Riley went out of his
behavior.
way to get himself arrested.
Who was involved. It was his behavior.
Had he just stayed home and did nothing, he wouldn't have gotten arrested. He could have just streamed from his ugly laptop he probably bought from Walmart in 2006 and just stream from that. He didn't have to go out and get arrested. He did.
You can stand over there. He stood over there for less than 3 minutes. I've watched the whole thing and dissected it. And then he immediately went back to the entrance, to the patio, harassing customers like he was told not to do, banging on the windows, peering in like a fucking weirdo. So at that point, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, I didn't get to see the video, but I've heard about it.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'd like to see somebody watch it with like really no opinion on the backstory or the individual.
I have no clue.
That would be great, just to see what your opinions are.
I'll ask you this: Wouldn't you think it's weird if someone was just, you were doing something in a building and a guy is literally just peering through the window looking at you for hours on end, at you specifically? Wouldn't you think that's weird? Like, that'd be kind of like stalkerish level, wouldn't it? Be kind of creepy. You know, something you want to call the cops on and get this person removed from this premise. Kind of like that, right? If imagine you all girls have had friends like who got that weird, crazy stalker guy that doesn't leave them alone. Yeah, you know what happens in real life? You either get beat up. I think that's probably happened to you too, or the cops get called. That's literally what happens. I don't know how being on the internet, people don't think that happens anymore.
And also, I hadn't even realized that he had an outstanding warrant in the state, and
he drove back to that state to do the thing that he was already in trouble for doing to begin with. So Eric July was well within his rights, not knowing this fucking guy and what he's capable of, to call the police or have these. If he did, backstory is he didn't. If I were the owner of that or manager on duty at that place, I would have already done it.
Mm-hmm.
If I had just been told, oh, he's not really anything to worry about, but this is the backstory, just so you know. Oh, thanks for the information. Fuck that. That's a safety liability because anything happens, even if just one of Eric's people finally had enough, like we saw, what's his name? Oh, and square up on him. If the guy gets his head knocked in by somebody just who's had enough, that's on the establishment. Fuck that. That's a liability. You're gone.
Yeah. Anything happens to those customers,
Brandon,
whoever's running the floor of any job, it could be a bar, it could be whatever, whoever's running the floor, because there's always someone that has to be running the floor. It's a management position. Anyone gets hurt on your time, that's not gonna be good for you. So you have to make sure things are taken care of. Someone said, "Would you call the cops?" Let's just say hypothetically he did, when we know he did it. Who cares? That guy's fucking stalking them. Why would you not call the cops on him? Like, what? Imagine if that was happening to your mom, your sister, any other woman in your life.
Hi, Shrapnel. By the way, is there a reason why he did that to Eric?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Is there a reason? Oh, am I too low? Is there a reason why he did that to Eric July? He's
been obsessed.
So the hot take, Eric can take care of himself, or so he claims. Sure he can. I mean, we've seen look at the size difference between Eric and Riley. There's really no question. If they wanted to go at it, if I were a betting man, Eric would win. But why should he have to put himself in the position to have any kind of legal ramifications for it? Because this guy's being a fucking retard and breaking the law. And how does he know what this guy's capable of? We don't know if he has what, there's physical stature and a weapon that they call it an equalizer for a reason.
Oh gosh.
I mean, this is a guy who said next time he goes to an event where Eric July is, he's going to run up and start screaming, "This guy has a gun. This guy has a gun," to get security involved. That could create a situation where somebody gets accidentally shot by police or security who panic because they don't know the fucking backstory. That backstory being Riley is a fucking retard.
He is autistic as well, right? Because I know Mint.
No, his girlfriend's autistic. The one he's exploiting and making piss porn with.
I actually follow her on X, and she follows me too.
Somehow I missed that.
Yeah.
She's
great things you need to know,
really
right?
Nice, but by her username, Autistic Boobs, I thought maybe he's autistic as well.
He might as well be.
He's not smart, but he's somebody with no moral compass or decency. He's literally exploiting this chick.
Yeah, my thing.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
Huh? You can tell I've got some pretty.
Oh, okay. No. I thought you
were thoughts about the situation.
Oh, no. I thought you were still gonna go. I didn't want to interrupt you. It was just even the whole, like, when he vandalized that building, I'm going to understand. You cannot just go up and vandalize someone's building.
Why not?
It's against the
called
law.
illegal.
You actually can't do that.
I heard property laws. We still have them at the moment. So
yeah, you know what? Important. Just because you don't like McDonald's doesn't mean you can just go up to their building and start putting graffiti on their windows. You actually can't do that.
But why? It's art. I'm just showing people my talent.
She's just fucking with me. Oh my god.
That's what train cars are for.
God, there's too much stuff here. But we'll have some fun. Because my wife wanted to. Cowgirl is actually better than Doggy Style. Now that I think about it, girls' writing is great. too much sex I've been having in my life, honestly.
In your
Allegedly.
head.
No.
Bless your heart.
Hey, I'm just saying, you guys didn't disagree with me when I said that, but I digress.
There you go.
Go on. Huh? Wow. Hey, you're from Texas, dude. I know you guys like reverse cowgirl out there. Oh, I like it too. That's the best stuff you got there. Of course, it's how you get girls pregnant too, which is not good. I hear these days, actually.
Pregnant? Who's pregnant?
Lord. Yeah, because if they're generally sitting on you and they wrap their legs around you, it's kind of hard to get off of them. But whatever, missionary is overrated. That's just my opinion. All right. So, John's long box was here last week. And he didn't want to talk about this individual because he didn't want to get involved in drama, actually. So then I actually shit you people not. About 2 days later, roughly, his takes about Mr. Ethan Van Sciver aged like complete milk. I actually never had that happen on any one of my shows translating to actually a video that you guys are watching right now. Never happened where someone said that and then the turnaround was that quick to the point where this person was proven wrong. Now, I like John. John's had 3 solo appearances on the show. He's been on the podcast before. We love talking comics with him. I love talking to that guy. The guy's truly awesome.
John's a great fucking dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go and support his.
Knowledgeable.
Go and support his comic book campaign, Heroic Tales. And I was actually going to do this video by myself, but I realized to myself, be more spicy because Tiny likes to always yell at us when she's going off at people. Always.
Yeah.
See, right? I'm not the only one who notices, honestly. Just saying.
I mean, it personally hurts my feelings, but I wasn't going to say anything,
I just get turned on by it. I think it's hot. But no, nevertheless, let's go over this thread. So this
is anybody else surprised that it turns out MSK is a masochist?
Me? I'm more of a macho sis. I'm just making a joke there. I didn't know. We're just having some fun here. So basically, long story short, because I don't want to go into that thread because it's not going to matter anyway, okay? So Gabe El Taib, who personally we know, who does Big Man Comics, he announced on Facebook, because I follow him there too, we're friends on there, and I've also met Gabe in real life too. Gabe is an awesome guy. He announced that he is not going to be coloring ISOM, okay? So if anyone doesn't know how comics work, you need a colorist because that's how you have color in the book, unless you're going to do it yourself, right? So he announced that he's not going to color ISOM anymore because he's just too busy. He has Jericho's book to work on, the sci-fi book, and Dean Cain All-American Lawman 2, and the wrestling book. That's 4 books to work on.
Yep.
Some of them, he's basically just doing all the work, writing, illustrating, coloring, all that stuff, right? He literally even said, I just can't fit into my schedule anymore in the video. So then you have people from Ethan's side being like, well, there's some secret agenda here to why Eric would let him go. It's like,
it can't be that he wants to pursue other opportunities where he's more personally invested. He's an actual partner in some of these projects where that one, he was literally just hired, did a job, was paid. But no, it had to be on bad terms somehow.
Yeah,
because guys, it's a conspiracy. Everything's a conspiracy with these guys.
Even some of these guys, when they ask me to come on their shows, I say some days I got to get some videos done. I just can't. Like David told me sometimes they can't come on. They're just busy. That's just how life works. Not everything has to be this like grand conspiracy theory. It's like you just couldn't not have time. You know how long it takes to get a comic book done? As someone who's interviewed, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of indie creators, getting comics done, it takes a long time. So he went on this whole stupid spiel. I'm not going to read into that because that's just the ramblings of a deranged person, honestly. So then John's Longbox, who we talked earlier in the video, said, who cares? This is so gay. That's it. That's what started this off. That's it. Okay?
Why so are you who cares? Why are you making a mountain out of molehill? Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to create drama where there wasn't any, basically? And he's right.
I want to go into why I think John made this comment, because he comes on shows like yours and other shows, and what gets brought up all the time, EVS, Eric July, and all of the bullshit arguing in between. And it's really, I kind of getting burnt out on hearing oh, well, it's both sides because he had that monetize your haters. That was almost a year ago, and he hasn't done it since. He does have a lot of people doing it on his behalf, not at his behest, but just doing it because they're fed up fans, sick of the bullshit. But for the most part, Eric has stayed completely fucking out of it and just focuses on his own work, which is what EVS should be doing.
Yeah, because even John had mentioned that on the show where he was on before his take blew up in his face about EVS. He mentioned the fact that both of them need to just not say anything and everything. I'm saying everything to myself because I didn't want to make it a back and forth because obviously this ended up happening anyway, and I didn't need to. Eric's not mentioned EVS at all. He said he wasn't going to talk about him at all. Not going to mention him, and that's what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Only Ethan has done that. Only Ethan has done that. Okay, Eric's done and mentioned nothing about this guy. So this long thread happened, and you guys saw me get in there as well because I like to have some fun with this stuff. You know, I like to have fun on social media. You know, let's like talk shit to each other. I love trash talk. Why do you persist in reacting like this to me calling out bullshit from Eric July? You know I'm right. Man doesn't know anything. Just starts. That's already how you don't have a conversation with someone. I already know everything. You're wrong. So why are you questioning me? Yeah, that's not good. John's next reply.
I love this reply, by the way.
No, I don't. It's such girly behavior. I love you, man, but this is gay. Who cares about Eric July? He makes dull, expensive books. Just give him enough rope. Keep using your talent to make fun books. Harping about him is what a girl stalker does. Ignore him, man up. Yeah, it's pretty simple. And you know, John.
And I'd say that was pretty positive and pro EVS.
It was. And he makes note, he doesn't shy away that he's not a fan of so far, at least of the content that Eric's put out. But that's fine. You want to call it dull, expensive books? That's a perfectly reasonable critique.
Yeah, like a lot of people find stuff that
I disagree,
dull and
but
expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, and you have takes like this where it's like, no one cares that you're calling out Eric. Like, oh my, congratulations, you're calling out someone bigger than you. What do you want? Like a cookie? I don't fucking know. Like, hey, I called out Logan Paul on Twitter. Now I'm important to life. Like, no, you're not. You're just a dude that's talking shit like all of us. He says,
well,
no.
I think you answered the question right there. You said he's calling out someone bigger than him because that, and John brought this up when we were on the stream with him, is that it's probably digging away from him that he's not at the top where he was when he was the top guy from Comicsgate, you know, throwing little suggestions and help and doing covers for Eric and cheering him on. Before he blew the fuck up and blew his success out of the water, everything was fine. So it all comes back to this petty, jealous bullshit where he wants to be the one on top and everybody to kiss his fucking ring to even be allowed to work in the comic scene.
He says, I'm sorry. Who the hell puts Emperor of Comics in all caps in their fucking bio?
You know, I call myself
a fat gay narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I call myself a top G, and the girls love it, actually.
Skinny gay narcissist.
All right. No, making fun of shitty comics is what Comicsgate does. Okay, I also want to make sure it's this. Shitty in your opinion. Also, you called Eric's Comics good before. So what you say is shitty means nothing, because I don't even know what opinion you even really hold. Honestly,
they only got bad when they made more money than you.
Exactly.
That's when the more money they made, the worse you decided they were. Before that, you thought they were fine. You put a glowing review out there, motherfucker. We all saw it. We all remember.
What's gay?
So were you lying then or are you lying now? Either way, you're fucking lying to your audience and you're misleading people that want an honest opinion about what to and what not to purchase.
Yeah, because before I go into the rest of the tweet, that's another thing too. If he really thought that Eric's book wasn't good and told people to buy it, why would you ever trust this guy for any comic reviews? I don't care if he's been in the industry for 30 years. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. His opinions are terrible. Makes no sense when he talks at all. Have you heard this guy speak longer than like 5 minutes? It's terrible.
I've never even heard him speak.
You don't need to. You might get AIDS.
Talking about EVS, I used to listen to his
what
shit.
If I want AIDS?
I listened to him all the time back before all this shit started. I was a massive fan of EVS and Cyberfrog and Comicsgate and Hull. That's why I'm so bitter, actually.
He says, what's
I
gay?
had respect for him when he first left DC. I had a lot of respect for him.
What's gay is begging me to promote your comic about Daddy Superman over and over again, and then talking this mad shit. How was this talking shit?
See, now this is the thing. Now that he disagrees with anything EVS says, he's going to start trashing on the guy's book, the guy's work. Because he conflates his personal emotion with what the product that he's trying to put out, the book. So now he's going to start shitting on it, just like he does anyone else once they fucking step out of line.
Yeah. And then
he can't take any criticism at all. And he just goes on the attack like someone went. He goes from 0 to 90 psychotic just so fast. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's your stereotypical fucking ugly mean girl.
Yep.
John replied, "Okay, I am sorry. I didn't toe the party line. I thought Comicsgate was about individuality. And for the record, you asked me to promote. It's live on your channel from the cigar party." He said, "You haunt my threads, either begging for promotion or calling me names." I've never seen it, actually. And it's not begging for promotion, dropping his link under your thread. That's not begging for promotion. And if you don't want people to do that, you could, I don't know, pin a tweet that says don't do that. You could just solve that problem yourself. And when you get no or a negative reaction, your tantrum about individuality. This is ramblings of a retarded person? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just making up words and just put them in a paragraph together. Holy shit. Dude, you and Chris Gal go create a warm and loving home together. Adopt a tea child. Beat it. Okay, Brian Christgau was the guy that he got mad at because he didn't sing Happy Birthday to John Malin at that cigar party. Some real actual gay shit like that. It's beyond stupid. Oh, wait.
I've never heard John say anything that wasn't relatively neutral about anybody. And I've never seen him attack anybody. And saying, like, dude, you're acting gay is not an attack. But EVS acts like he freaking went for his throat. It's insane.
I probably call all of my guy friends gay on a daily basis, and I'm called gay on a daily basis. So
even Professor Savage, I put it right here. I've literally never seen anybody actually beg to be on a CG stream.
In Vegas?
This is true. Who's begged to be on a CG stream outside of like B.A. Turner? That fucking dude. Who's who outside is begging to be on CG? But maybe it's because I don't follow any of this overly dramatic crap that upsets us about the length of Eric July's pubes on a given day. Oh, God. Oh, wait. There's more. The real kicker. I'm going to show you guys the real kicker in just a moment here, honestly. So don't worry. Give me literally 1 second. I've saved this all. I'm going to scroll up in this chat for 1 moment and find it, actually. Because I even told a student of God, here, this is your new great tweet you're going to use for today. Because, you know, this is an absolute banger. Okay, let me go up and find it really quickly. I should have just saved it, but, you know, I'm unprofessional, and I'm hot and rich and good looking, as Tiny said. So, you know, why would I be prepared? Oh.
Thank you, Iron.
Wow. So here is the longer one where it happened. You know, and my wife likes the longer one too, actually. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Hi, Mindy. Okay. So, Tristan calling. Okay, so right here he said, John, you're gay. This is the guy that potentially met up with another dude to blow him at a pizza place, but whatever. Not helping your case. This passive-aggressive, you're gay for making fun of my man is gay and feminine. Answering every single post, calling people gay who agree with me is fairly homosexual. This is a guy that says, I can't say the word, a guy that says the word maggot, take out the M with the F, on stream constantly. This guy literally says that. What are we talking about? Just say you love pube beards and go join Sturgis. That's Renowned Zero. That's what he calls him. Man's just like having a complete meltdown and fool's talking about nothing that John Aroji mentioned. John Aroji mentioned, why do you talk about Eric this much? You're obsessed. You're a gay stalker. Okay, next part says, okay, you're gay for stalking and obsessing over another man. It's driving people away from the indie scene. This I disagree with because that's independently on your own, but I get what he's saying there.
No, he's 100% right.
Yeah, because even people who like either EVS or Eric, everyone's getting sick of it. Everyone is tired of stupid bullshit.
When you think of Comicsgate, you do not think of the new book John Malin's putting out. You think of trashing Eric July, Riley and Mint Salad being fucking what they are, Dick Masterson and Vito controversy, anything but Who's putting out a comic book or any comic book? That's all you think about when you hear Comicsgate. Has nothing to do with comics anymore.
Yep.
It would be better for comics if we talked about how cool they are. That's my point. You know, John actually asked him this. I'm pretty sure you guys saw that a few months ago. He said, "Why don't you talk about comics you love?" People saw that interaction between him and EVS. EVS said, "That's boring, and that doesn't get the views." That's literally what he said. Well, and
this is coming from the guy who's mad that YouTubers are becoming, YouTubers become famous and then eventually make enough money to put out a book like what Yellow Flash is doing, what Eric July has done. And they're grifters in the scene and they don't have no right talking about all this stuff. But that's literally what he's doing to try and sell his book. Where is it?
He says, well, they aren't cool. Your comics aren't cool. You just know how stupid of a statement this is? John's comic is not even out, you complete fat idiot. I know you've eaten too much KFC in your life. It's clouded your brain cells, so they're probably all gone.
KFC.
John's comic is not out. We would have to judge if it's cool if you've actually bought it. We've only seen just the art. We haven't even seen dialogue on the page.
And I'm sorry, I liked the art I saw, and I really like the idea of what his character is supposed to be about. So I'm going to hold my judgment till I see it, and I might be like, dude, I love you, but I don't like the book. But so far, I think it looks like it's going to be good.
Also, John doesn't have comics. That's plural. It would be more than one. He has one coming out. Eric's comics aren't cool. That's cool. That's awesome if you think that. Great. So you don't have a point. What? You're just making a non-statement. If you don't think Eric's comics are cool, that's awesome. Good for you. I'm going to hear about it every single fucking day.
He acts like the things he says are fact because he said them, when half the shit he's talking about is completely and utterly subjective.
He's a drama-free human sunbeam, though, guys. Have you not read his Twitter profile?
Mindy, you being that nice white lady again.
A drama-free human sunbeam with his Rainbow the Brute book, not LGBT at all, 5 years late. Go ahead.
He says, we have clowns calling the cops on critics. That's not even what happened. Riley quite literally went somewhere he shouldn't have been in the first place and got his own self arrested. That's what happened. He got his own self arrested. The fact that he even says this makes him so fucking retarded. Nobody's calling the cops on critics. Never happened.
Nobody considers Riley a legitimate critic.
Someone consider him.
No, I'm sorry. His critiques are screaming at Nerdrotic's wife and criticizing her looks for 15, 20 minutes while videotaping her.
Public.
Retarded influencers trying to disrupt crowdfunders. How is Eric trying to disrupt crowdfunders? You do that, you dumb fat idiot.
Okay, there was something that Eric said at one point about something about types of crowdfunding or how you do it, and like everyone jumped on it from left, right, and center. I don't even remember what he actually said anymore because there was so much bullshit about it.
Who get all that money don't know how to handle it. And there's cases where that's actually true. One in 100%. CG had it just a few months ago, I'm going to talk about it. Okay, cool. But this thing, when people say these kind of things, well, I'm going to talk about it. That you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Now I can criticize you talking about it. That's a two-way street. You don't have to listen. Oh, that's no one really does anymore. Okay, it's not about comics. Got it. Because CG's about drama. See, now that response is feminine. What was feminine about this response, you dumb fuck?
I understand calling out the mean girl shit, and I understand when you want to call a guy gay, you call him feminine. But I'm sorry, as a female, I'm insulted by so much of this shit that is not anything that anyone I know who's female does.
And he wears Doris Day wigs. He was like, I don't understand how this guy can come from a place of calling any other man feminine when this dude puts on like female wigs.
Remember Mike showed us a video where he's singing about Wolverine being gay. That's not a straight man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he was talking about bidding on a Doris Day wig, and he does it all the time. He dresses up. Is that not feminine? Yeah, he's talking about getting blown in the bathroom by Wolverine.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He takes selfies making duck face.
There is no way that he is anything other than a hideous female.
John said, okay, Tiger, tell me more about Eric's pubes. They're on his face and in your teeth, probably. John said, LOL, talk more about a black man's pubes. Okay, I gotta give him these likes. That was pretty good. That was pretty clever. You drop to your knees and blow either of us to promote your retarded comic. Okay, so this guy should be the last person to talk about blowing another man for promotion. This man coped and seethed that Eric didn't retweet his Cyberfrog 3 campaign tweet the way that Eric would retweet something by saying the word shout out. This person has literally no ground to stand on for getting on knees for another dude. He was literally trying to get on his knees for Eric to promote his Cyberfrog 3 campaign tweet, a book that's not even still out yet, a book that was announced in 2022. We're in 2024 now. So no, I would have promoted that shit. And even if Eric didn't want to, who cares? See, more fantasies about sex with men. Well, I had those about Henry Cavill. That's just me personally. I'm kidding, everyone. John, I'm married with kids. No one cares. Marriage is not a flex to anyone in 2024. Who cares if you're married?
He called John a swinging bachelor. Like, even I haven't known John that long. Even I know that he's married, and
he mentions all the time he's married. I tell him, John, stop being old fashioned, man. You're getting too old for me, you know. Begging for favors from me in DMs and in person, and not taking the hit. I highly doubt he's begging you for favors in DMs. Negging me.
See, here's the thing.
What's this going to mean?
EVS just mentioned the DMs, and if you've been following EVS's track record and what he does, the next thing that's going to happen, especially if John just blows him off and doesn't give him enough attention, now that he's on EVS's fucking radar, he's going to start leaking DMs. You can just already expect that, because that's what he fucking does.
He said right here, your comic isn't getting funded.
Just as dumb as this shit.
Read how dumb this sounds.
John isn't begging you for anything. John isn't even like he's attacking him. He's attacking a fucking windmill. He's attacking a straw man. The person what he seems to think John is saying to him is not what he was saying to him until just at this point in this conversation. And even then, he's just being like, they're throw off shits like talking about his pubes. I mean, I'm sorry. The man doesn't care that much. And it's very obvious in the way he's writing this shit. And Ethan's acting like he's a slobbering dog hounding on his leg. And it's like, that's not what we're seeing, dude. Go ahead, release the DMs, because it's going to, just like this.
Well, that's how he wants to envision everybody, is like this, like you said, a slobbering little lapdog. And that's how he tries to get everybody in fucking line. John, Shane, that Richard fucking dork that makes, you want to talk about a bad, boring ass looking book. It's like, all right.
What's right here? Your comic isn't getting funded. All right, let's just do this. On my comic. There we go. Let's just type up John's book. He says, because this is what he said. It's not getting funded. Let's just dispel how dumb this person is really quickly. Okay, super simple thing. Probably had this in my search history, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
I just want to second that Ethan wants everyone to have a crush on him or something.
Yep. He said John's book is not getting. He said John's book is not getting funded. It's done. That's
looks to be doing all right.
Look that up instantly if you really wanted to care about facts in the situation.
And I have to say,
fantasies with men. There was a time. It was like 2018. Must have been. I was driving my semi truck and it was like 2 a.m. and I didn't listen to him, but he just so happened to pop on my YouTube algorithm, and I popped in and I listened on what he was talking about. He was with the war campaign guys, I believe, and they were talking about if they were werewolves and the only way to become human again was to suck each other off, would they do it? This is what he talks about with his friends.
The other one, remember? They had to even be a part of that. Just initially, they had to send him. They had to send him dick pics. Actually, remember that was the first one.
Yeah, hard dick pics.
Yeah, long. I had to say, I said long and girthy.
Wow, I'm so.
I hadn't actually heard that one.
Wow. Yeah, there's a long history here of him being really, really homo. Okay. So it's almost like watching him now. It's like him starting to freak out that everybody knows now, because there's just been enough time passed that it's coming to light. That's what it looks like to me. He does have this asphyxiation with having everyone want him when nobody wants him. Nobody does. But he wants people to so badly, especially like the war campaign guys. Man, he was thirsty for those guys after they parted ways and stuff. He wanted their attention so bad. Like he wants a boyfriend club. That's what I get from him.
John then said, I am married also for 20 years, never divorce. Ooh. Stop flirting with me on X before your loyal wife notices.
See?
Okay. All right.
See?
Okay.
See?
All right, man.
Hey,
Literally lay off
share-
track.
Share what I shared real quick and then get back to this.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm starting to realize that this is a level of delusion that I hadn't realized was going on. There's a
Put the volume on.
serious level of delusion.
Please no. This is not a straight man. No straight man does that gay shit. Okay, he's right here. Seriously, the answer is no. I don't like your comic. His comic's not even out yet. How would you even know if you've liked it?
Yeah.
You haven't even read whatever. Good God. And you're not a good dude either. And you are pushy, backstabby, disrespectful, and frankly boring. This man's projecting. That's you. What the fuck? Pushy and backstabby. Isn't this the guy that was talking shit about his friend Mandy Summers? He said, I never talk shit about Mandy Summers. There's literally DMs of you doing it. What?
It's the level of delusion where you get your own name tattooed to your chest.
Are you
God.
serious?
That's true.
You just
He has
do kissy
eaten-
faces on yourself in the mirror all day, you know.
Go join the crew Go join the crew. Go join the crew that whines about me all day and eventually realize you're being a hypocrite by doing so. You literally talk about
I'm sorry.
anyone
Is
doing
he
that
mad
to
at
you.
John for being on with us? Is that what he's talking about?
Well,
He's mad at this. All started. John just said, "Why don't you stop doing this and start talking about comics again?"
Well, because this is the thing. He literally on his stream talks about anyone's shows that talks about him. I don't even know why he wrote that when that's literally so not true.
Also, we do not whine about him all day, but he does come up regularly because he and or Vito is doing something fucking ridiculous or stupid. But that's because that's the thing. Like, John doesn't join in that at all. He even said he was uncomfortable with us having the conversation we had.
He said, "Shame. This is what CG has devolved to. My channel has evolved past people like you, John. We've seen losers like you over and over and over again. It's done." Huh. Okay.
Wait, so his channel is Comicsgate and that's it?
You're on your own and rightfully so. That's the thing is, didn't Yellow Flash just do that to you? Well, that's how we know that's projection. Remember Yellow Flash said, I stopped hanging out with this dude because he's bad for business?
Yeah.
This man was
just
super butthurt for what Yellow Flash did.
He said he just got sick of the bullshit. I mean, he can either hang out with multiple people who some of which are cool with each other, some which kind of aren't, or just deal with EVS's shit and everything that comes with that.
If Comicsgate has devolved, which he blatantly admits right there, it's because some newbies show up who can't do it without me. What's the guy talking about promotion?
Wait, what?
Oh, you should promote and raise. What's that saying? Raising boats and tides and all that gay shit. Like,
motherfucker, you have traded your entire original fan base of actual comic book fans for the low-cal Dick Masterson fan base that don't even give a fuck about comic books.
Yep.
And are mad about it. Winners just do it anyhow. Those folks are CG. Well, CG is actually that guy everyone likes, your boy Zach. That's his name, which is actually pretty cool name. I like that name actually. He had mentioned the fact that he talked to people at cons and asked them if they knew what CG was in real life. He had said barely anyone knew what that was, or if not at all. This man's over here promoting a fucking group that no one even knows nor cares about anymore. The thing is, we've seen losers like you over and over again. This is the same guy, I shit you not, that was bitching and moaning at Eric for not promoting other indies enough with his platform. Nothing this guy says means anything because it changes constantly. Everything he says changes on the fly. I don't even know what this guy believes. I really don't. What does this guy believe?
He believes anything. The level of narcissism
and
is just
the
beyond.
fact is, if John Malin had a strong enough opinion that crossed EVS's hairs the wrong way, he would immediately turn on John Malin. No fucking second thought. That would happen. And then his opinions on everything John has done, is doing,
suddenly switch.
Everything is suddenly awful. It's all trash. Let's trash on it constantly. He'd get Frog Tony in the mix. He'd get all these fucking the usuals to just constantly shit on, just like they're doing with Matt Barr. It doesn't matter. It's all about kissing the fucking ring. Sorry.
No, there's a lot of narcissism and delusion that it's just the level of narcissism and delusion is actually kind of disturbing. Like, I used to just think he was being an asshole or whatever, but like, he needs serious help.
That's not happening.
Well, it's even worse when you look at, now that your eyes are opened, consider his branding over the past few years is that he is Julius Caesar, Nero, and he equates himself to a Roman emperor.
Really?
Okay, you see it now? Yeah. So, and I mean, there's all this fan drawing pie, and he's
if he wants to compare himself to Nero, he can.
Nero, Caligula is another one. Caligula
That's
was
what I was
known
thinking,
for
actually.
partying and being tyrannical and outrageous. And like one of his intro videos is Caligula, and I think it's when he's naming his horses as senators, which was a big insult. So he believes himself to be this figure of authority and an emperor. So there you go.
I mean, he thinks he's that, but he's really just Kim Jong-un.
Oh, and here's the big one. So after those two threads that we went over, this fucking loser, I'm not going to go to this guy. This guy's a fucking weirdo. It's weird. He certainly self-identifies with the desperation of them now. This person has no reason to talk to, man. Whatever. I could spend a whole day talking about the like, nothing this guy says means anything. We have women in Comicsgate that are tougher than John. You have no woman in Comicsgate but Mandy. That's the woman and Shane's wife, and she's an egg roll, so she doesn't really count for anything. But like, come on, dude. Bro.
So what about Rini? Oh, wait, that's right.
Oh, wait. The other egg roll. I love Rini. Rini, you're awesome. I'll buy your
Rini's fucking awesome. Shut your whore mouth. Come on.
I'm not a whore. It's not Tuesday. John says, I literally broke my neck. John says, I literally broke my neck last week, and my comic is still ahead of schedule. He said, break it again. Harder. Nobody cares. What a piece of shit.
I'm really waiting for someone to just freaking sue his ass. Because there is no way that any court is going to side with him. You can't do a campaign, not fulfill it, do another campaign, not fulfill it, do a third campaign and not fulfill it, and not get hit with fraud.
That's a big issue. Like Rob Liefeld has even walked away with 50,000 of crowdfunding winners over 2 campaigns, and he does have Better Business Bureau complaints against him. So it's an issue because crowdfunding can't intervene on that. You know, it's if people don't fulfill, they just don't fulfill, and there's nothing you can do about it. But as a consumer, I mean, I would encourage definitely leave a comment on their campaign so that other people can see the problem. And then like in Liefeld's case, there's been Facebook groups created dedicated to bring awareness to this, and then the Better Business Bureau complaints. But unfortunately, you're kind of just out of money. So I would just not advise anyone to back Ethan's books, because you never know if he's ever going to deliver, right?
Right.
It's a problem. It's a problem. It's stained the comics industry.
It really has, and that's if anything is hurting the reputation and well-being of the indie scene. It's that, and I mean, there's no way around it. You're not gonna take a chance getting something if you don't know if you're ever gonna fucking get it.
Yeah,
this guy what's his name? Tom ahead. Turtle brings you whatever. Says, John, I'm one of your backers. I highly doubt that. Because on the internet, you could just say bullshit and people just believe you because you're on the internet. But your insistence today maybe you've been doing it all along, but you just showed up on my radar today. Okay.
You're one of his backers, but you've never paid attention to him?
Yeah. They can tell people lie so easy on the internet. So cringe. On policing what adults should and shouldn't be talking about. Feels like it's not just about comics, it's about control.
It wasn't policing. It was just asking to stop being so obsessively fucking juvenile. That's it. Stop.
Well, how's him criticizing EVS and EVS was criticizing and speculating on fucking Eric July and Gabe El Taib. John went on and had a critique on Ethan's critique. So what, one is okay and the other's not? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's because he likes Ethan more, so that means anything Ethan does is fine. That's it. That's all it is.
Look, I don't have any money. I have zero money. All the comics I've been able to get lately for the indie stuff were gifts, and I'm unbelievably grateful for them. But I honestly, if I could scrape the money, I would actually put into John's book, because I think it looks really interesting and something that the fucking industry needs an actual positive hero like that.
In all candor, it's discouraging me from feeling good about my decision to back you. All John did was tell him that it's gay. All he did was tell Ethan that it was gay for him to constantly obsess over Eric like this. That's it. That's all that was. That's discouraging you. Someone calling out someone and telling them, hey, this is kind of looking pretty sus on this side. I just wanted to point out that you're having the effect on me that you fear Ethan is having on the broader indie scene. This is why people like this are stupid. Nothing about that made any sense. Oh my God. This is why people that follow this guy are stupid. He just wrote all of this to basically reveal he's not a backer because what he said right here contradicts what he said. And he thinks this is about control when that's what this dude is doing.
Hey, put John's Fund My Comic link in the chat. I want to.
Yeah, I'll get it right now.
Get it now.
So yeah, that was John's long boxes spat with Ethan Van Sciver on Twitter. Ethan's just a complete fat, worthless fucking loser. No more KFC, Ethan. Get your fucking books down, you fat piece of shit. Good Lord, man.
I like pies, but I can't eat pies. When I eat pies, I get fat.
Here's another tidbit if you guys don't know this. So when you work at DC, at least it used to be this way in the past. I don't know about now, but probably. They would have a whole production team, which included a layout artist, right? A ghost shadow artist, whatever you want to call it. So it's likely that Ethan just inked, but didn't actually spend the time drawing the layouts, or the characters, right? Just he's like more of a polisher. That happens a lot of the mainstream. It's more of an assembly line. So that could explain why he takes so long for a book, is because it's basically like his first day. He's not used to this, and drawing books is very, very time consuming and labor intensive. And he's kind of known for have not been able to meet deadlines even then. So here we are now, so many years later. But that's my guess as to likely what the reason was, because that was a thing, the shadow layouts person. Yeah. So I mean, I just saw a panel of him like yesterday, and I guess he just posted an update of Rainbow the Brute, and it was just 2 panels of nearly identical of bears that looked really retarded.
I want to show you guys
one of his eyes. It was not very good. It took him like 5 years to draw that panel. That's just ridiculous. And it's not a mainstream standard. No one could really consider anybody a professional taking 5 years to draw a book. That's not what pro means. You know what I mean? So comic art pro is already a sham. Yeah, it's a hobby at that point.
I wanted to point this out, which was Mark Miller was talking about the DC Compact Comics manga thing they're doing. I like this idea. I think that's a really cool idea. I bought them myself. And then
wait. I don't know what this is. Tell me. What is this?
It's basically they're putting story arcs in manga size format for like $10.
Interesting.
Drunk 3PO. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Hey.
Hey, Drunk. What's up?
Hey, Jay. How you doing, man? Well, Jeremy's my dad, and he said he dated. He said he didn't date a black girl, so that kind of got him more points with me, because I don't date them either. So, but yeah, Jay, if you ever want to come on the show, just let me know. We already talked about it on Facebook. So whenever you have free time, I would love to, talk to you. You seem like a pretty cool guy, and I'll give you a hug. Actually, no, bad, no Riz.
Just breathe there, big guy.
Jay, did I riz you up? Drunk? Just let me know if I rizzed you up, man. I'm a master with the riz. That's why I have 3 ladies here for me. Most time, this is the only time I'm ever gonna have 3 women in the same room with me. All right, that joke kind of wrote itself, honestly.
Well, don't count on that, because I do have my Friday podcast with a whole panel of ladies, and I do need some guests.
You're gonna put me in an orgy? Oh my God, you're the best.
Look how happy he gets. Look at that smile.
Don't worry. I'm on the show too. I'll keep you in line.
Oh my goodness. Wait a minute.
His dream is broken now.
Is she going to yell at me again? Because that was great, honestly. I'm
just
kidding. End of August and September, I should be good to go. Awesome, man. Yeah. And Jay, have you ever dated a black girl? Because you probably shouldn't, because your family might disown you. But you never know, man. So Mark Miller.
Do you want him on the show or not? Just
seriously.
Mark Miller was talking, and then Ethan chimed in. Now, people don't understand about the context in the situation is John just had Mark Miller on. As you know, I love Mark Miller's work. His work is awesome. I've read a lot of it throughout the years. And then basically Ethan was kind of begging for Mark to be on. Just saying. He said, I'd love to interview on my channel. Like Mark would ever go on Ethan's channel at all, if being completely honest here. So John chimed in after seeing this clip from Student of God. He said, first, Ethan asked me to promote my book. You can see it live on the Cigar Party video. Second, I said Godlike was the worst CG book I've ever read, not worst book I've ever read. Third, my book funded before I met Ethan at the Cigar Party. Fourth, I reviewed Iceman and I didn't like it. Pretty fair stuff. Cool. Ethan had to chime in again. He said, I was drunk at the party and saw you making a beeline for me. I knew what you wanted. I didn't want you to harsh my buzz. Are you having a stroke typing out your words? The thing you tweeted to Eric July, holy fuck. I'm glad I never helped you. What a lowlife you are. John says, you sat alone. No one wanted to talk with you.
Oh, I bet you that's true, man.
Oh,
I feel like I just missed this whole thing. What was the cigar party?
It was something that, long story short, they had a party and Ethan came in. Ethan got mad at one guy for not singing Happy Birthday to John Malin. I don't know. It was just a collaboration party with all of them. They probably had sex with each other anyway. Ugh. Life is good, chat, but I'm heading to bed. Also, man, have a good night, dude. Have a night, man.
Such divas.
I don't know why they're. I don't even know. Oh my god. Oh my god. This might be the dumbest thing ever. Hey, I'm a person with a bigger platform, so I made more money than you. Congratulations. Want me to get on my knees and suck you off? Like, what's that supposed to prove?
Yes, obviously.
Oh, I'll come over right now. Just kidding. Just kidding. That joke almost landed. Ah, fuck. Yeah, damn it. So, I really don't get this. People think,
sorry.
I have, oh my god. People like this guy's like, I have bigger numbers than you, so that makes me more important than you. It actually doesn't. It's just, okay, cool. You have a bigger pull. It's awesome. Congratulations. You worked for something and you have an audience. I don't even know.
You're never going to actually give them what they paid for, whereas John's almost ready to send his fucking book out, and he's already working on book 2.
Oh, hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. This man posted.
Yeah, he made a point to saying he wanted to make sure the book was like, what do you say, like 80% done before.
Yeah, I wanted to tackle this point that you guys brought up right there. This man posted a screenshot of a campaign that started in 2023, funded, and is still not out after a year later. And apparently it's got some sort of like comic pro. Meanwhile, John's is going to come out with
31 campaigns. How many of those are not filled? He has 31 campaigns up there.
What an L thing to post. Hey, here's all the Indiegogo campaigns I didn't fulfill, bastard. You buddy. Hey,
he must have fulfilled some of them, right? Something?
The last one he fulfilled was the Snowman campaign, but that was from 2020, and that just finished fulfilling. Maybe, potentially. I heard he said the books came in. Hey, here's all the campaigns I don't fulfill.
A page a day if you're working for the mainstream.
Didn't Jack Kirby draw 5? Jack Kirby do 5 pages a day. Fucking nuts. What a
they treated it like it like a job. You know, you have to.
Yeah.
Goddamn
right,
job.
Seriously.
You know,
it was a job.
Ethan's job is complaining about other men that he doesn't like. That's his primary function. That's his occupation.
Night, Adam.
Complaining about men.
Bye, Adam.
Like a mean girl.
Jilted him.
Oh God.
Like a scorned ex-girlfriend.
Yes. That's oh my God. And that was kind of the tipping point was after with him. At first I was just like, it'll blow over eventually. I don't give a fuck. I just won't watch EVS as much anymore because it was getting annoying with the Eric July stuff. But then his reaction to Yellow Flash dumping him was, and I know you hate this, Tiny, but that was some fucking girly. I will use middle school girls. So I'll conflate it to a certain age group. You know, when hormones are flaring, things are happening, your body's changing. That's John, how he was reacting.
Oh, so John, I made sure I wanted this comment in the video before we clip this part out, which is
I'm getting mine right now.
I raised $5,000, but I couldn't take 2 steps without people stopping me to talk at the party. Ethan sat by himself in real life. No one wants to talk with him. The internet is not real. Yeah, That's what happens when you're terminally online, fat, and you eat so much KFC, your brain cells just deteriorate into mashed potatoes.
I think the real thing is he's just not.
Go ahead, Iron.
I was going to say he's just not likable. I'm believing more and more the rumors that his going to a Trump rally was not what got him booted from the big three.
He went to that rally for food.
I really think that he was just an insufferable prick, and people had enough of it. Maybe he's surrounded by other insufferable pricks, but
yeah, I believe he was always this insufferable.
Yeah,
but he's jealous of Eric's fame and Eric's money and Eric's ability to as a businessman, and he's jealous of John's long box. Everyone's been jealous of John's long box.
I'm jealous of John's long box.
I'm jealous of him too. We're all jealous of John. Good Lord.
We show those images of all the comments he has. I just like, oh.
John says he was online getting super chats to eat cake that was left over from a previous.
Oh, the guy.
Oh, that's gross. That's fucking gross. That's actually disgusting. Nasty.
I've been in hospitality too long to know nothing
nasty.
goes up from someone else's party.
That is gross. That's what I'm saying. He didn't go to that Trump rally for Trump. He went there for the free food. He went there because he was fucking fat. He wouldn't go there for Trump. Why?
I mean,
also, one last thing to say before I'm going to cut this part out for YouTube.
Let her talk.
Another reason he got fired was because they said, what was it? Extremely difficult to work with. He said, what was the other one? The other one was turning in pages late. If anyone else on comic work, you have to get your stuff done on time. There's no ifs, ands, ors, or buts. Stores pay for the stuff way in advance. They have to have it on time to sell to customers. You cannot pay just late. Maybe if you're a buttfuck indie person like him now at this point, you can do whatever you want. Have your book out 10 years later. No one's going to care. But in the actual business system and actual life, you have to have stuff done on time. I'll make one example, then I'll let Toasty go so we can finish up here. People order stuff from Amazon, and they get mad when it's literally a day late. Now imagine that on a large scale when you have to draw pages for comic books that have to come out every month. Yeah, you can't. I'm sorry. I agree with the mainstream on that. You have to get your shit done on time. If you do not get your shit done on time, people don't like that. It's just a thing that happens. And I agree. Get your shit done on time. Stop being a lazy fat fuck. Yeah, Toasty, what do you want to say before we head out of this?
Now I forgot.
Oh, love you. Mindy, do you want to say anything, actually?
Nope, just that Ethan, if you haven't noticed already, and you'll notice more, he really, really, really does badly with rejection, and he really, really, really wants everyone to love him. So if you make just $5 and he can't be responsible for it, he'll have a little meltdown. 5,000 is 1,000 times more insulting. So yeah, I'm out. Thanks for having me. Nice to meet y'all.
No, it's
good
fine.
Pleasure too.
No, this is clip. This is just, you'll still be here. I have to keep you here for, my diversity quotas, actually. Iron, what do you want to say to close out this that'll be up on YouTube?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've said enough. Everybody knows how I feel about the whole thing. Just anybody watching this is not the norm for indie comic scene. There are a lot of other options out there,
See it live. Don't take my
word
for it.
It will get better.
Tiny?
I would go along with what Iron said, like, just in case we've accidentally turned anyone off the Iron Age or the indie comics. Most of them are actually really cool people who are working on stuff they actually love and are making really cool books. You should definitely see what's out there. And there's something for just about everybody. Honestly, just keep looking. If you haven't found something you really like yet, just keep looking. There's something for everybody.
He should, as for me, he should start a new podcast called KFC Cast. That way he can just tell us about how much fucking food he eats every day. Apparently he's not going outside enough, fucking working out. All that money he gets in his campaigns, he can't afford a gym membership. Like, come on, dude. Fucking hell, dude. Crazy. Yeah, that guy's just a fat, worthless idiot. He just useless piece of shit. Just, oh my God. He says one thing one day, changes it the next. I don't know what this guy really believes. I really don't. One day he says, promote all indies. Next day, don't do it because they backstab you.
That's the thing. When he said they backstab me because it's all about him. Like Mindy said, he is that center of rainbow sunshine. He was always fucking calling himself because that's completely heterosexual.
So yeah,
but
have you looked at Rainbow the Brute, if you want to talk about homosexual, just go back and check it out with that in mind. All right, go ahead.
Yes, I have, and I thought it was supposed to be funny, and now I'm starting to think, I don't know if I'm getting the joke anymore.
No, I got the joke. It's a gay fantasy for him. It's basically an extended pizza.
Well, you know, he said his oppressive dad wouldn't let him play with He-Man toys as a kid because he said he was afraid the He-Man toys were going to make him gay. So this is how he's getting out all of that pent up, blatant homosexual feelings that he has. He's putting them on the page, and you know, God bless him for it. Dude, live your best life, boo.
Dude, his character has a rainbow sword.
Sure, didn't make me gay.
Like that seriously. The character has a rainbow sword. Is he fighting for the gay community or something? What's he gonna do? Slay the patriarchy? He's gonna slay the homophobes? Fucking villain's gonna be in that book. It's all fine. It's all good. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out this video. Subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Ooh, that was an ultra giga banger. Hail the Lord, what's up, buddy?
Oh, Hail's here. Man?
How you doing, dude?
What up,
I'm sorry if anyone was commenting from her side. If someone streams it to their side, I can see the comments, but it wouldn't you guys can't see me react to them. You have to go to my chat to do that, but I can see them here. That's your pop-up. So I know Drunk 3P was here. SG was here. Shrapnel was here. Okay. King Yeti, what's up, man? He was here earlier.
Hail the Lore.
Is Hail the Lore black? I think he is. I have a suspicion.
Wait, am I the only one sharing the stream?
No, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Prism was on my side.
Prism was here too. EVS is so cringe and pathetic. If he used more of his time on his comics and not whining online, then maybe he would get more done.
You think?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? He criticizes you, dude, for I guess liking Eric's books. What you do, and that's fine. But this is a man that literally preaches about individuality and Comicsgate constantly. He's like, yeah, don't let no one tell you any of this. You should think for yourself. All his bullshit. It's like if anyone gives the opinion that he doesn't basically agree with, he thinks you're just like some enemy. It's so beyond cringe, man. Like he himself wants to have an individual mindset, but if anyone else has it, then it's apparently wrong. I don't.
Yeah, know. When he made that comment about anybody thinking that they could has the hubris to think they can just come in and make a comic book.
Oh yeah, that was the final straw. That line was the final straw for me.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
No, and that was your
hubris.
I mean, not to mention that's the opinion of the big two, and then they got you got Top Cow and Dark Horse and IDW and Image. And then they started to get that type of attitude. And it's like, no, that's the mainstream. That's the old shit.
Yeah,
that's the
and
shit
he has
leaving behind.
He has that same mindset. He's just trying to bring it over with him at the top of this fucking matriarchy, where he is, queen bee.
It's true though. I mean, he learned all this.
He wants to be. He saw Mean Girls one too many times. That's for the movie he saw. Good Lord.
It's the cancel. He everything he said that he was against, he promotes. He's a walking conundrum. He even went as far as to help with Dynamite. They donated to BLM, and with Comicsgate books. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying this for historical reference. Like, every single thing that he said that they aren't, they are with him. And he is the epitome of cancel culture in the Twitter, YouTube indie scene for comics. He's canceled. Yeah, he's canceled more people than you can count. Going back to 2018 is when he started. He came on scene. He co-opted this was supposed to be a consumer movement, Comicsgate, and he immediately canceled out every conservative that was in that movement. And meanwhile, was touting it as a conservative, like, safe space. It's just been one hypocritical move after the other.
That uses the same Whisper Network tactics that they use.
Yep.
That the milkshake girls.
That thing you brought up earlier with the whole hubris thing. There was another one. Remember after that where they were canceling artists to work with Eric that they admitted on stream. Remember that one?
Yeah, they were sending out, basically making sure that certain artists that have a good reputation would not work with Eric July because they would make their lives difficult.
Well, okay.
Even Shane got a little flushed while he was saying that. Oh, well, but Eric, EBS trying to keep his words, just so cagey, admitted it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But go ahead, Tanya.
I think I finally just realized something. He thought he could leave the mainstream, go into Comicsgate, and he could become fucking McFarlane. That's what he thought he could do. He thought he was going to be McFarlane, and he's not. He doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the freaking backing. He doesn't have the ability to talk to people, to make business connections. He doesn't have anything that he thinks he has. But I'm convinced now that's what he thought he was doing. That's what he thought he was going to be able to do.
Oh, keep in mind, the main reasons were unbearable to work with and late on turning in pages. I repeat, you cannot turn in stuff late. You cannot. Okay, that is actually, if they fired him because of that reason, I'd agree with them on that. Like, there are some things I do agree when like corporations do certain things. If anyone's ever worked at any job, like let's say you were working a 9 to 5, whatever you're doing, when someone comes in late, that might be that fucking sucks. You stay longer. It's causes so many problems. Being late is actually a terrible thing. Okay, it just is. Unless it's a legitimate reason why you were late on whatever the person was late on. So yeah, can't turn in pages late. I agree with them. They got rid of him because of that. He can fuck off. He's not Todd, and what makes him more funny is because now Todd and Eric know each other. That's actually crazy. That's true. Yeah.
Right? That statue.
Yeah.
Which, I'm buying so much cool shit now that all the money I saved for Cyber Frogs toys is all freed up.
You said you were gonna. He said he was gonna donate that money to me in super chats.
No, I said I'd adopt you, and I already did that, son. So.
Oh God, Toasty, come back. I miss you. I think she left.
She probably needs a minute. Just let her be.
God, I miss her like my dad. I'm just kidding. I miss my dad. Oh,
I'm right here.
Black. Mindy, do you like boobs?
I draw them on the daily.
Good. Are you gonna draw that gangbang variant?
Stupendously, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
I asked.
Sweet.
I'm just saying, Mindy. I asked you for a gangbang variant on the next boob comic, and I asked you to put me in the middle. Actually,
I'm sorry. Yes, I've disappointed you, MSK. I apologize. But
so
there will be a nice third boob variant though for boobs 3, where it will have 3 boobs.
Fucking hell!
So
why
just hang on tight there for a minute.
Oh my God!
Like Total Recall.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. It's always the Total Recall.
Yeah, it's Total Recall.
I have another vision for it, but yeah, there's boobs. There's our website. We make books.
Yeah, I like boobs a lot. I bought cover 3 actually. This one was too much for me. If my wife saw that, she would beat me up. Actually, there's other stuff here too. You want to go and support indie comics? Actually, that's the cover I got. Good Lord, it's crazy. You got into indie comics to draw half-naked women.
Well, I mean, because okay.
No reason to why not.
Well, why not is look at the way they draw any woman in the main comics right now. They're hideous.
Oh yeah,
manly, transies looking.
Yeah, jawlines and shoulder length are just, almost matching each other. They all look like Rocky Dennis from Mask with the body of fucking
at all. Everything's got to be straight.
Dude,
down.
They look like that lady from the Olympics. That lady, quotations. Oh
dude,
God,
not even, man. They look more like John Lovitz. Let's be honest.
Oh God, man.
MSK, click that in the private chat. This was interesting. It was actually written a couple years ago, but it's right on this topic. But it was how to empower a female character and what you should do to draw them different.
Oh, I remember when this came out.
You see that?
Yeah.
The only thing that I would possibly say that I liked a little bit, tiny bit more on this stupid one is the level of ab muscles. That's it.
It's based on Power Girl, isn't it? Because Power Girl's boobs hang out pretty noticeable. But I like the boobs hanging out.
Do you guys know the story of how that happens?
I don't remember, honestly.
So damn, I'm blanking on his name. But the artist came in and he kind of had accidentally made them bigger than he meant to, but nobody made any comments. So he specifically every single month made her breast size larger and larger and larger until the editors would say something. He was literally trying to see how far he could go before the editors said anything about it.
Oh shit! I like it.
I always loved that story.
I only like the character. I thought she was just a knockoff of Supergirl with bigger tits. Isn't that what she's supposed to be?
Well, she's a derivative of Supergirl.
Of her. One version, she's a clone of Supergirl who's been aged up faster. And actually, I think in Justice League Unlimited, they've got a couple. There's a couple episodes where Galatea, which is also Power Girl, and Supergirl go at each other. And there's this scene where it's very obvious that Supergirl is not happy that her clone has bigger boobs than she does.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, so I follow a couple of indie comic book artists and writers and all that, and I don't know if you're willing to have them as guests on your show as well. Hale right there, he follows me, and then he says, I've worked with many indie comic creators who have way more work ethic and drive in the space that don't get much attention. That's where most of my time goes. So he's like one of them.
No, he does a good job. Him and his student do good over there. I'm having 2 more indie people on Thursday. I'll have 2 more on actually. A girl, like a lady, and then I'll have a dude on, So I kind of swing both ways. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
I'm always looking for guests on Rogues Gallery too, and the more indie creators, the better.
I want to show you guys the Power Girl variant.
The Common Nerd is always Jesse from the Common Nerd is also always looking for to support and push.
The guy that does Jupiter, tell him to come talk to me. I talk to him.
Oh, Jason Sandberg?
Yeah, his DMs are off. I can't DM him.
Okay, I'll contact him for you. No problem.
Here's someone who drew this Power Girl variant when Dawn of DC comics started. That was the variant right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I love that cover.
Cover's great. Cover's actually good. These type of Power Girl boob variant, they're all there.
I mean, some of my favorite artists from the 90s are like Michael Turner or
let me see.
One of my favorites. I'm blanking his name.
Might be the wrong one. Give me a sec.
Adam Hughes, Terry Dodson. What are some other good ones?
He worked on Fathom. He worked on Aphrodite 9.
Not Silvestri. You're not thinking of Silvestri.
Thank you, Silvestri. I'm like
Turner and Silvestri are just fantastic, just legends.
The 90s was when I was really into comics, and I was like, I just loved them. I had there was a special like 8-part fold out that had Witchblade, Tomb Raider, Fathom, and a couple of the villains from the Fathom world, and it was just huge. I had it on my wall. I loved it so much in high school.
My husband was a big Darkness fan, and he liked Fathom. He wrote to Michael Turner, and I think it might have been Silvestri too. It was somebody else, and this was back in the 90s when he was much younger. And they were so kind; they sent him original art back then.
Oh, wow.
I know it's been like just for free, just because he was a fan that wrote in. It has since been destroyed in moves, and as he got older and all, it was out of his control. But yeah, original Michael Turner pages. Can you imagine?
Wow. Yeah,
both
as a fan, wow, and as a oh my god, what that's worth, wow.
It said 3 ladies, 1 man, and 1 MSK. Sounds like a great movie in my mind to make up later on. I just realized there are more women in MSK stream tonight than men. I have a diversity quota. I have to meet it every once in a while. Well, I forgot. Here. I think this is what they drew. This looks great. She has some nice assets she's got there.
Some mommy milkers.
Those are big. Good Lord. Oh my God. Why is this a retailer exclusive variant when this came out? That's why I didn't get it. I got the other one, honestly. But that is good. I love me some nice tits. More of a butt person, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Nice boobs always do it for me.
It's in your DNA.
Yeah. See, I haven't had Mindy ever on a panel before.
Xenoscope's got some really fun characters.
So, Mindy.
I know. I'm
nice. Yeah, it's like your first time meeting people that I know. You and Mike. So I had Mindy first. I had Mindy first, then I had Mindy and her husband together, and then I had Mike by himself.
It sounds weird when you say
Yeah,
that.
but the way you're phrasing that is interesting.
That's how it played out, you know?
Mhm.
Lord, man. Because they tell me stuff in the indie scene that happened. What happened recently where that guy didn't want to print your stuff? Because apparently you were saying some hate speech, apparently.
Oh, yeah, hate speech. She got flagged for hate speech. So you guys have never met before. There seems to be two spheres of indie comics. One of them exists mostly on Facebook, Kickstarter. And then the other is like Comicsgate and Fund My Comic. And I've watched this split, and I've been here for a long time. I started in the industry in 2014, and everybody hates me pretty much because from the mainstream, because the same reason, just politics.
You're batshit crazy.
Yeah, a lot of batshit crazy. And my husband and I don't really toe the line. We don't kiss anybody's ring. That's also what got me in trouble with Ethan many years ago. I didn't kiss his ring, so he came after me. So this happened a couple times. But anyways, we make books. We love it, absolutely love it. But we do have bumps in the road with people, and like these are old gatekeepers. This Polito guy, Coffin Comics, Lady Death guy, never liked him. I did once upon a time like him. 10 years ago, we helped him with his first Kickstarter. We were on site helping him stream to Facebook for the first time. And we got bad blood there with a comic shop owner. And anyways, it's a very long story, but he's partners with that comic shop owner. And one day he just cold shouldered me many, many, many years ago, just never talked to me. And it was around the election time when that was happening. So I don't know what his deal was, but I always thought he was kind of an asshole, like behind the scenes. Anyways, he is Ethan times about 10. He's made $10 million on Kickstarter, has a bigger following, has been in the industry for much longer, very established. He actually delivers books, indie guy. And he served us with a cease and desist on our, we were making a Star Wars parody, but Star Wars of gender swaps and stuff like that of Darth Vader. And he saw one Darth Vader piece of our Lady Vader, served us a cease and desist, and said homages weren't legal. The parody, it just was no good. It was too close to his Lady Death character, and so he had to try to shut us down.
I read lots of Lady Death when I was younger. I loved Lady Death to a large degree. I even cosplayed her once in high school.
Nice.
But I can't imagine any version of Lady Death where she looks like Vader.
Right. Well, the funny thing is, he's actually done Lady Death as Darth Vader before too himself, and he's made a business off of parodies and homages. It's been a lucrative part of his business. And in fact, in researching this, once he sent us the cease and desist, turns out he's also sent it to other creators. And we're the first that I know of that were very publicly like, fuck you, excuse my language. And we did not cave. And it worked. He never filed. We're fine. But now I had an issue with the printer recently, who's also very works with him closely, partnered with him to take over his old warehouse and all that. And
was that the guy that said he owned?
Yeah, go ahead.
That he could own the race.
It was skin color. He said the skin color, and there's this whole like everybody's slave owners now. I guess that they can own skin color, and there was another cease and desist
I can own a skin color. Wait a minute. I know we always call people racist, but just saying.
So any female that has the pure white skin of Lady Death is now his to own?
Apparently, he thinks so, right? I guess he just thinks so. And
Lady Lobo might have something to say about that.
A lot of
we can predate that. We can predate Lady Death easily.
Yeah.
And Lady Death, not to mention, is almost a direct ripoff from Tarna of heavy metal. In fact, he even says that Coffin Comics is heavy metal inspired and has done Tarna homages. I counted over 70 parody and homage covers that he's done. I think he's done more parody covers than he has even Lady Death cover since he's been back, because Chaos did go into bankruptcy. And he even says on his website,
I cried a little when Heavy Metal closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he went on a long hiatus and he moved over west where we were. And we just so happened to run into him when we first started ourselves into the business. So it's been weird. I mean, he's very good at delivering books. He kicks Ethan's ass by far in that realm. But there is a bit, I personally consider him another, I'll call it kingpin, where he gatekeeps quite a bit. There's been this whole culture built around the Lady Death. I'm talking about the creatives, the people like me who were working, with publishers. And it was really like, fall in line, don't say anything controversial or you'll be canceled. This was 2016. And I happened to get axed because I was too controversial in that crowd. So I can look at all the Lady Death campaigns and look down the list of artists, and about half of them hate me. And I don't like them either, because they're people I've worked with that have been offended about my views or whatever, just nonsense, and have like vowed to blacklist me. So I don't like any of these people, really. It is ridiculous. That's been thankfully, though, I was on a positive note. I think it has dramatically improved. I think we went through a period where Ethan capitalized on this and in 2018, and then it became all about him because he likes to do that. And he told everyone they could only succeed through him, and then I saw Comicsgate form. But I think that those gates are falling, and now it's just sort of a free for all where it feels really free. It feels really awesome and positive. There's so many people coming into comics, you can't stop it. The gatekeepers don't have any power anymore because anybody can come and make comics. There's no, back in like when Liefeld was in the 90s and all that, you kind of had to kiss their toes to get a job. That's how it worked because social media wasn't around. But now it's a totally different atmosphere. And I've just seen it go in a positive direction, even with all the Ethan and the drama. I can see the gates are opening and there's no more controlling who can put out books anymore. And I love that. So I'm embracing that in this digital age. But, you will run into people.
All the Ethan.
Huh?
He's just such a conundrum and an enigma. He's just all that himself. Just an Ethan.
He's his own worst enemy. He left the mainstream and he was still his own worst enemy. And we saw that happen throughout the years. And here we are. And yes, Polito served us with the cease and desist. We responded very publicly. We put a bunch of like Jedi quotes and Yoda quotes in our response just for humor. Because parody and satire humor. And you know what we said? We said, okay, fine, we'll parody harder then. And we made him a villain and put him right on the cover. And he's Emperor Polito Time that says, execute order, cease and desist.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, we did.
That's
good.
My
God, man. Okay.
We did. Yeah. We got away with it. I mean, and that's the thing about satire. That's what boobs is too. Boobs is it's a double entendre because boobs also means fool. So boobs it follows a busty cosplayer, but it's also mirrors a lot of our personal experience in the industry and all the boobs we met along the way. So it's social commentary, and so was Star Wars, especially with adding that element. So even more so, he did not have a case. It's a free speech issue at that point. He did not have a case. He never filed. And then I go just this last week to my printer, who's Ready Comics in Arizona, and they've been working with Coffin since the same time we met him, since their inception. And they recently, even last year, took over and bought their old warehouse. So they're very close with the Coffin group. And they came back and said they had flagged our book for hate speech and paused printing on anything. The owner, we posted the phone call even. He was, we're very transparent. We're very transparent. And I think that's, if you don't have anything to hide, there's nothing wrong with transparency. So, haha. But the owner was on, he was internationally, he's on a vacation. And in his absence, he had paused every single thing Star Wars, and we were not allowed to move through with it. So I got this notice and I felt like I was being blown off for several days by the printer trying to ask, hey, what's going on? Why won't, you took the ad out and blah, blah, blah. And then they finally said it was, quote, due to recent online controversy. They would not print anything with Star Wars. Finally, we get we get the phone call international from Greg, the owner, and we posted that, and it comes down to, well, he personally flagged it for hate speech, but he has admittedly, no legal grounds for hate speech. It's just whatever he interprets for hate speech. And being that, and I'm like, well, okay, being that you work so close with Coffin, it seems like a conflict of interest. And he's saying, no, it's not Polito. I'm just tired of the personal attacks in the industry, and it's just hate speech. And, at the end of the day, I just said, hey, we got to part ways because I can't depend on you. You work with a lot of people that don't like us. And so I can't just depend on one of those people. What if they call up one day and say, hey, I think this is hate speech. I'm offended. You can't print Mindy's book. So that's not going to fly with me. I can't do that. I can't let my backers down potentially because you can't hold up the deal. So I have a printer in Ohio. They're fine with printing it. The only difference is that they're not friends with Polito. So,
there you
go. And so, everything's moving forward and we're delivering. It'll be our 4th comic book we've delivered in the last year. The 3rd one I've drawn.
Wait,
and then because we did the magazine, it'll be the 14th book we've fulfilled.
Wait.
So
wow.
You're not pros, and you've delivered more books than a 30-year-old comic veteran. The king of Comics Gate, the leader, the absolute
the emperor.
leader.
He calls himself
the emperor.
Yes,
the emperor of comics.
I try. It's hard work. It really is a job,
The same guy that tried to flex to John. Hey, here's my unfinished campaign that I didn't do yet. What the fuck?
Ridiculous.
Look how much money it's made in like 8 years.
Woo. Hey, look at what I'm not gonna do for my backers. Give them their book. See? That's Hell says the case is completely goofy. They aren't gonna win. And Star Wars has great art. MSL will never have this many women on stream again. This is a new record. I've had plenty of women on one stream. What's the max I've ever had with women on? I think it was 4 on. This is long. This is like when the show first started. With Jessica Reloaded, Shirley, and Crystal. Yeah, that was 3 then. I don't think we had 3 women on since then. Crazy. Yeah, because Walter had said that's the most women that'll be with him in a single isolated period at all.
That part's still true.
I mean, I've had a few threesomes before. Those are growing good. Yeah, those women are crazy, actually. Had one after the bar in San Diego last week. Those white women
push the button again?
The white women were digging in my butt for a few minutes.
Excuse you?
Hello?
Pardon?
Everybody pulls up.
Yeah,
I was just gonna give you the whole.
I never lie. Toasty believes me, so it's fine.
Oh, MSK, there. I should send you a link. So there's another. We're launching Dead Sexy. She's a basically zombie cheerleader style revenge.
Yeah, Mike showed me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool.
We might get another cease and desist. We'll see, because there's another creator that works hand in hand with Coffin, and he's already served a cease and desist for the same thing for skin color, and he's got a zombie character. So we're kind of sitting here thinking that it might happen again. We'll see.
I'm sorry.
I'll keep you updated.
Zombie skin is now something you can copyright?
That's fucking crazy.
Right.
It was funny.
So I'm looking at the character right now. Green skin. We're gonna say that a female character, a sexy female character with green skin, has never been done prior to.
So if I want to make a book about an Orion slave girl, are they going to come after me too?
Right? It's a can of worms, isn't it? There was there's been 2 or 3 other cease and desists besides our own, and another one was from Dan Mendoza about a zombie girl, and he ended up changing the character's skin color. It was purely about skin color to blue. But in our case, we've done it once. We're not gonna, we're gonna stand our ground again a second time if it happens. But a lot of people have reached out to me and told me, hey, this has happened. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm waiting. We'll see. Dan Mendoza and Coffin work together. They're buddies. They're around.
What if I report your Kickstarter for having too much sexy in it? It turns me off. Too much hotness of women.
And I mean, it's crazy. You can't just say one zombie girl was invented, so all other zombie girls
I'm
are
sorry, that's
derivative
so
of that zombie
stupid.
girl. It is stupid, right? And I mean, that
no,
means
you
they're all
can't-
rip off of George Romero, right? So we're all just ripping off Night of the Living Dead. It doesn't make any sense to me.
You cannot
Whatever. We'll see.
copyright skin tone. That's insane.
He's like, I own a skin color. It's like, okay, I don't want to call everyone, I don't call people racist, but yeah, that just saying that's
all them green skinned
colors,
ladies
all them
belongs to
dark
me.
skinned monkeys in my lawn. Fucking hell, man. You know,
It's
I
funny
don't like
because in
black people that much either.
2016, they were all calling me racist, so it's funny as hell. And I'm like,
I can
really?
ask you this. Because you guys, your son just turned 16, right?
15, yep.
His birthday. Okay, so I don't know if he's in high school, I don't know if you homeschool him. Probably homeschool your kids, given how the school system is. If he came home with a black girlfriend one day, what would your reaction be?
Oh, I don't care, man. We live.
Oh, what the hell? You're gonna have your son infected with the Shaniqua? What if he starts walking around wearing a do-rag and sagging his pants? Like,
it happens, dude. I made a black friend the other day.
Oh my god!
It just happens. It's just like crazy how people talk, and then like they don't think about skin color, and then happy thoughts happen, and then friendship happens anyways. Okay. You know.
So when your daughter gets older,
I recently adopted a black special needs child, and I think I might have to ground him now.
So
when you gotta show that off.
When your daughter gets older and she comes home with a black man, what would your thoughts be?
Me, I don't care, MSK. You know, we live in an area too that's primarily black, so there'll be some times that Mike and I will go out to eat and we're the only white people there.
Oh.
It doesn't bother us.
Oh, woof.
I know. We're by Chicago, man.
Oh, I forgot
yeah.
Not by the
I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the skin color thing. Like, does that mean that like you can't make a new black character because Power Man already exists? Like, I mean, like, I'm sorry, what the fuck? How does someone even say that? Like
they
even
own a skin color. Who said that?
Really
who said that L take? I need to know.
Like, that is insane.
It is insane. It's really dumb. And funny enough, our Lady Darth does have a slightly darker gray skin tone, but yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And they go, well, Lady Darth and the coffin people. I'm telling you, they've been on my butt for many years, trolling me, several artists and stuff. But it's like Lord or Lady is the technical version of Lord. So there's no other way to parody a Darth Lord Vader other than a Lady Vader. Yeah. It didn't even come from Lady Death. It's Lord Vader. Boom.
I'm just pointing out coffin people.
You know what people put themselves in their own books to some degree? A lot of people put themselves in their books. I'm starting to think that maybe Hope's father from the Lady Death books is him. Maybe.
Oh man, I don't know. Brian's a weird creature.
Walter said,
I give it to him all day long.
Not by the content of your character, but the color of your skin, MSK. He said, boo this man. Iron, you have to take that special kid back. He's faulty. That copyright is literally the opposite of the MLK speech.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fixing to get a trade in for another fucking bastard.
No, but
that's awesome.
The idea that someone would have the hubris, the audacity to fucking actually say such a thing.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I agree with you completely. And it's nice. It's so nice to see this attitude and these words come from you, because when I started in the industry, it was 2014. It was like, you don't say a bad word about anybody above you ever, or you're cast away. So just if you were to say the same thing you said
up on mainstream comic books in 2012.
Oh, yeah. Well, also this happened in Arizona. That's where they're all at. There's like a huge comic crowd in that area, and it's the mafia. I swear it kind of is the mafia, because it has to do a lot with conventions, and conventions bring in millions of dollars, and they're right hand in hand with celebrities in Hollywood and who's in Hollywood, but not the mafia. It kind of makes you think maybe there's a lot of.
And like
all right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
I still am.
Oh,
I'm a huge
good night, Toasty.
Good night, guys. Good night, Mindy. I followed you on Twitter, by the way.
Get some rest.
We can't leave.
Nice to meet you.
Who am I gonna talk to later in the night?
Not her. She's going to bed.
You can make an imaginary friend. Bye.
There you go.
Hello, MSK.
No, but like I was saying, like I still am in many ways a very large Lady Death fan, but I'm not going to stand by a creator who thinks he can own her skin tone.
I'll send you
Not to mention, she doesn't even keep the same skin tone. She starts out human, she becomes Lady Death, but when she goes to Valhalla, she looks human again to a large degree. She's got her blonde hair back for a little while. Like, I'm sorry. She's had everything. Like, I mean, she wasn't black at all, but like, she's been multiple skin tones. You can't own that.
I completely agree with you. I'm posting a couple links. I wrote a lengthy article about it, and it went deep into our history.
That was the CBR one?
There was a lot of
CBR. Oh my god!
Yeah, and then I posted the. I like the CBR one. It's funny. The comments at the bottom.
CBR is trash. You're too nice. Stop.
There's a couple others, but yeah, if you want to read more.
Iron, just give him to the pound. They'll make sure when he goes to a new home, he gets his shots and everything. It's a win-win. You get rid of MSK, and MSK goes to Pound Town. Pound Town, Lord. Am I getting laid by a bunch of women or something? Holy shit!
No, he wanted to send you to the vet.
What to get euthanized or fucking? What's the thing where you chop the
animal? No. They're not gonna. It's not that. It'll be a nice farm, and you'll have lots of other MSKs to run around and play with. And,
I'm not a freaking cow or a dog.
Whenever anybody comes around, you and the other MSKs can run up and ask if they've ever dated black women before, and they'll feed you Little Caesars. And no.
Remember the animals and pets? It's like that. Of course it's like that. That's what they do at PetSmart. You guys are gaslighting me again. What are you guys trying to get me like not vaccinated? What's the thing you do to animals so they make sure they're not getting pregnant? The women ones.
Fix them. You fix them.
You're trying to fix me?
Everyone's always trying to fix you in this game.
All women try. They fail. They like the Riz.
Oh my god.
Mindy, right. Do you agree with they're trying to get me euthanized?
No.
Oh boy. No comment.
They're trying to get me fixed.
I don't know what to say. Do you want to be fixed?
Some people want to be nowadays. You're playing into them. You're not helping me. Oh no.
You're cool by me if you want to be fixed or not fixed. Just don't call yourself a woman, though.
Yeah. It's 2024, baby. Anything goes.
If I put on a dress and call myself a woman, everyone listen to me. And I'd have like 10,000 followers on Twitter. Saying it right now.
You'll have Ethan hitting you up like tomorrow. If you're a woman, come on.
You can be that strong women in Comicsgate. Remember, he says there's stronger women in Comicsgate than you, John. It's like, bro, you have one woman here. And her standards are so beyond low about dude she picks to hang out with that I wouldn't consider that anything worthwhile, honestly. This bitch literally beats off with other dudes in StreamYard back rooms when she's married. Like, that's the kind of woman you want to be. Whatever, man. But I'm nice, though,
well, I mean, Mint Salad's now a member of she is a official member of Comicsgate.
CG Royal.
In fact, there was an announcement, I think it was today, that she's putting out a comic book. Yay.
Oh, there's no way. That ain't coming out. Just like Vito's. Oh, no, I agree. It'll at least be in campaign format for it to get money, but it's gonna be like Vito's. Just saying, it'll never come out. I don't think it will. She's not smart enough to put out the comics. She can barely probably put on her socks.
Another member, I'll say member, loosely, was Raketa of Comicsgate. That goes back many years before he got very popular with the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trials. But he was there at the beginning, doing follow-ups with wherever Ethan went. He went. So they've been in cahoots for a long time.
Oh yeah,
I called it. I knew there was something off about him, and then it all went to hell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got something of a checkered past. So once I started seeing the signs, like my wife, we were actually pretty big fans of Raketa. She's a trial junkie, kind of. She's the target audience of the trial scene, all that, the lawsuit.
MSK is the only person
loves that shit,
and just said,
I liked.
You know what? I'll let life deal with that one.
I liked Ricada all right, and we were watching, and then we saw the decline. I'm like, she's like, what's wrong with him? He's tweaking.
Oh yeah, you called
I mean,
then.
it was just like you saw. It's like, okay, yeah, he's
bro was beating off on
definitely
stream.
doing drugs.
Who didn't notice that? He was literally doing hair blow, or what the fuck they call it, on stream.
He was doing
sucked off.
Yeah.
No, there was one where he said he was beating off. No, come to find out, if it's true or not, he was actually getting sucked off, not by his wife, but that other random bitch they let live with him. That's why his eyes are rolling back. Well, like that kind of happens when you get blown. But hypothetically,
that's ridiculous.
I mean, he was doing something down in the pants. That's all we know.
Or someone was doing it to him.
It doesn't matter. It's still inappropriate and fucked up.
Well, yeah, he's like, oh, is the camera on? Wait a minute.
Why would he glitch like this? He would glitch like a fucking crackhead. Like, why did anyone?
Because he's a crackhead.
I mean,
this is a guy that looked like Riley went and vandalized Eric's building, and this guy said, well, but Eric, your building's not private. It doesn't matter, you complete incompetent buffoon. You cannot just go up and vandalize someone's property you do not own. I don't care if you put rainbows and sunshines on the building. You can't do that.
Eric even made a point. The vandalization was just a second part of it. The main thing was going somewhere you're uninvited, where there are employees, making everyone, that's there uncomfortable, or going at night when no one's there except for security. He's just putting himself and everyone else at risk by doing stupid shit.
The internet's not always real, We've seen consequences now. Between Ricetta, it shows you that YouTube isn't everything, People are still human. And then the mint salad Riley getting arrested, I think they finally figured out that the internet has consequences.
Yeah,
I don't think they figured it out. And that's the biggest problem. They're bringing internet into real world. That is that is never a good idea.
No.
I mean, unless it's just like you got a group of friends and you go to a meetup and you all hang out and have some fucking drinks and kick it for a while. That's fine. That's totally different. Bringing internet drama and beef and all that shit into the real world and thinking it's going to have anything but a horrible fucking outcome is completely stupid.
This is the same dude, or the comments keep people say, Riley didn't piss on Eric's grandfather's grave. First of all, what does Riley do with Mint? He urinates on her. He even admitted he did it. So even if you think he didn't do it, isn't he the guy known for urinating on his girlfriend? Why would I not think he would do that to someone else's grave?
MSK, he posted, I pissed on this grave, but I didn't record it so that there would be no evidence of it.
Yeah.
And then his rebuttal when they said, he pissed on the grave. No, I didn't. That was a joke. I didn't really do it. I just said I did it.
He literally said word for word, I didn't record it myself because Mint would be there. She's always with him. She has no friends.
So I didn't want there to be any evidence.
Yeah, because Ricada, he was like, well, you can't get in trouble doing that. I was like, who listened at that moment when he said that outside of the Riley stuff? That second part, I was like, who listens to this guy? This guy literally said if you wouldn't vandalize a grave, you wouldn't get in trouble. Who listened to this guy? Who gave that guy subs? If anyone subs to that guy and listen to him speak, you need to hear people when they talk.
You can get in trouble for pissing at a tree at a public park.
Yeah, he literally said you desecrating
a cemetery is pretty close to the same thing.
That guy literally said desecrating your grave wouldn't get you in trouble. What? People listen to this guy. I'm like, damn, people's actual levels of comprehension is so low. A guy can speak like that, say some random jibber jabber, and people just listen to himself. Guess I can start doing that too. Oh Lord, man. And yes, Tiny, I have Riz, and I had Riz today against the Asian lady. It works. She straight up yelled at me last week. She was like, "You can't fuck a woman. You never had sex, and your opinions are bad." And I'm like, "What did I do?"
Say that. I did not say that. Wait, do you ever notice when
share the link in the private chat?
Nate disappears. When he gets mad at me, he disappears.
Negative Riz. Man, I messed up one time, and I'm never gonna live it down. Crazy. What link in the private chat? Oh, this one.
Yeah, that Pirates and Princesses.
I'm the pirate and a princess. Why can't I do that? Mature Star Wars parody comic gets creator and legal trouble. Oh, June 5th, 2024. I gotta read all this? I can't read.
No, this was about what you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Those last 3 links there, and there was another 1 or 2, but I don't remember where they were. It got coverage, which was cool.
Yep.
People were talking about it. Yeah, he did a video too, which was awesome. I appreciated all the coverage. It was just ridiculous. They should link, I don't know about the Pirates and Princesses, but the CBR one, and we definitely did in our Comics Illustrated article, put the response you can read too. So you can read his cease and desist, and you can read our response. And I thought it was pretty clever.
I told you the only reason why I didn't do it was because if I don't know a situation enough, then I can't comment on it. I would just be talking on my ass. I don't want to be Ethan or Rakeda. I want to get to that.
You're fine.
MSK,
You're fine.
you do that almost every night. Come on.
Oh my God, whose side are you on?
I'm always on yours, buddy.
Oh shit, man.
I'm like Jiminy fucking Cricket. Right there all the time.
But hey, who needs Mark Miller when I can have Mike Wheeler on? Just saying.
There you go. Oh, since so market manipulation, I think, is going on. The whole cease and desist, like group effort of multiple creators cease and desisting another creator, which happened. I've been uncovering this, and the whole scenario where you as a publisher partner with your competitor in an industry and you two control distribution of products is called market manipulation. It's horizontal agreements. It's actually a felony. And I started talking about this because Coffin allowed parodies from their friends and business associates, but apparently not me, or anybody else. They removed everything with the tag of parody or homage from their website. This is a recent development.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because you used to be able to go on there and search homage and see all their buddies' Lady Death homages. And he even did a CGC signing recently, and it said on the graphic, only authorized parodies he would sign. So not an unauthorized parody. What's an authorized parody? So you go and you can find these same people. It's the same people from 2016 that I'm very familiar with. They all work together. Like Liefeld, he hasn't delivered $50,000 on his campaign, but he's working through Marat Michaels, Counterpoint Comics, who's one of the guys who does approved Lady Death parodies that were sold on the Coffin website. He's working with Rob, and they just launched Evangeline, even though Rob's not fulfilling his Kickstarter agreements elsewhere. So they have all these, fingers in each other's business. And I thought that was interesting. Now, I went on their website recently. I looked up to find the Marat Michaels Lady Death Pooh homage, and it was gone, as were all searches under the words parody or homage.
Holy shit.
Exactly.
So the sweeping has begun.
Yep, they're cleaning house.
Gosh. Oh, Lord. Tiny, you mute yourself.
Thank you. I saw your I saw your picture on the picture on Pirates and Princesses of what I think was your Lady Darth. You're right. The skin tone is definitely different. The hair's different. The eyes are different. So any woman who has white to gray skin and wears a black bikini is just off limits forever now. That's what they're trying to say,
right?
Like that,
right? I guess so. And she's obviously wearing Lady Darth stuff. The voice box.
It doesn't have the skulls.
Yeah,
it doesn't have any of the other
respirator.
pieces. It doesn't. It even looks like it's a different material. Just the way the way material looks to touch. And you have the box with all the beepy boppy thingies from Vader's suit.
I mean, shit. If I looking at it at first glance, if I were to think of any character comparison, I would have thought almost Domino at first. I was maybe the Lady Death with the length of, yeah. But again, that's such a reach. White skin, white hair.
Yeah, and like you said, her skin is darker. It's definitely a different tone than what Lady Death was. She was always almost pure white. It was supposed to be about like the fact that she was sent to hell as a pure spirit. That's why her skin was so fucking white. I remember correctly. I could be misremembering, but I know her skin was fucking white. It took so long to get the fucking white paint to look anywhere close to right when I tried to do that cosplay.
Well, the face shape is the face shape's totally different.
Yeah.
And she has pupils. Lady Death has no pupils.
No pupils. And her hair is that like luscious, curly, like wavy, curly. Like this looks very different. Like I said, it reminds me more of Banshee's hair.
MSK's content is pure and 100% grown and created from ass to mouth. Why do I have these people as fans? What do you need from me?
Because
I cultivated these weird schizophrenic.
You get what you put out, buddy.
Yeah, it's true. What's the thing in the Bible? You reap what you sow, kind of thing. What you put in, what you get out. I'm not even religious, but I know that saying. Oh Lord, man.
Hey, the amount of time you spend with society, you should know something.
Society's black. You think I listen to that guy?
If you're on that article, scroll down to Tarna. It's a Lady Death home because I think he took Lady Death straight from Tarna. If you're not familiar with Tarna,
my
Google
God.
Tarna heavy metal, and I mean the similarities between Tarna and heavy metal. I mean they're just
not only that, that is a complete just trace of the original that cover.
Yeah, that is nothing but a copy.
Yep. Here, check this out. So this is Tarna. I don't know if you see my screen. She looks just like Lady Death. If you were colorblind, you probably would mistake the two. You see?
Mm-hmm. The sword, everything. Yeah. I'm a fan of both of those characters. And I mean,
you can definitely
I guess I'm just blind because I'm just willing to accept, that aesthetic of a character.
I'll show you
without question.
I know it's really dumb, and they even quoted that same graphic you're looking at on the cease and desist that you say it looks so different. This is Linsner, Joseph Michael Linsner. He did Dawn. This is his Tarna. If you Google Linsner Lady Death, he drew one that looked exactly the same. So there's more similarities between those guys than there is Lady Darth and Lady Death. It's very dumb. It's really, I think it came down to just fear, where they really thought that they just owned everybody and could tell everybody what to do. And that's, I mean, from my personal experience, that's how it was. That's how it was in that little sphere. And so I'm glad to see it's not that way anymore. I think we stuck it to the man here and they bitched out. They never filed. So, I guess.
Well, and I don't think they ever had. I don't think they ever had any intention to. I really think it was just an intimidation tactic. By the way, you're muted, Tidy.
Yeah, my mom's going to bed, and
I love sticking it to the man. That's what I do.
But no, the Pirates and Princesses. There was a second Lady Darth, the one where she's actually got the cape and the lightsaber, and that one I would say looks a little bit like Tarna, but it doesn't look almost at all like Lady Death to me in another way. I mean, they're three different characters. They're definitely all similar, but they're three different characters.
Well, I mean, that one is really Lady Death as Darth Vader, right? Lady Darth one.
There is one he's done that, a couple times actually. Yep. There's more examples if you go to the Comics Illustrated article. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I posted a whole bunch of them, and this is where I found a lot of the friends of his that were doing it. There's the Do You Poo one, and now I can't find that anymore on the Coffin website. It's been removed.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. There's obvious differences. It's
well, and the big thing, why go at something like this is so unnecessary to go. I mean, they literally wasted their own time and embarrassed themselves by even sending the cease and desist. Exactly. Which was, in my opinion, nothing more than just an intimidation tactic.
I agree. And it's crazy. I think he's so stupid for doing it. I would have never done it. I would have just left it alone. Even if you did think it was similar. And in the cease and desist, it says from the lawyer that to qualify as fair use, you have to judge the works as a whole. So I think it's really funny. They served us with that after seeing that one cover. The book wasn't even out yet. So then we added Emperor Palatine, and we had all these other covers too. So by his own standards, he couldn't have properly judged to see if it even qualified for fair use at that time anyways, because you have to look at the whole book and see how it's marketed and everything. So he jumped the gun too. He very, very quickly saw that and went, boom, I'm gonna hit you with a cease and desist. So I think he was stupid for doing it.
Yeah,
I can't believe he did it.
completely retarded move.
I completely agree.
Wow.
Mindy,
Really wild.
outside of comics, because Mike likes few things outside of comics or writing his own comics. I forgot, writing and doing your stuff, metaphorically speaking. What do you like outside of comics?
Wow, I haven't been asked that question in a long time.
Do you like flowers? Do you like cooking? Do you like sports?
I spend as much time as I can with my kids, and I homeschool them, and I've homeschooled them for 9 years. So
my God.
now, as I'm settled into the mom life, I'd say I enjoy just doing that. Oh, no, and it kind of ties into it. I love history. And I've been writing a book for 10 years, very slowly, and I've had to reteach myself all of world history to be able to write it. So everything I'm doing now is really just in preparation for that one book I want to just retire on eventually and just do for fun. So
Cool.
that's what I guess I like to do, is just learn about history so that I can think about things about my book.
You
Yeah.
just write your book in your free time? Oh, okay.
Yeah, in my head, I know. I've studied the way Stephen King does it and J.K. Rowling, and I've, listened to them all. And I don't necessarily, I have written it down many times, but I'm just also going with the flow. Stephen King says if the things that he writes down always turns out to be a book of bad things that suck. So I'm just taking that route.
Look
And
how
J.K.
well that's
Rowling had a big
engaged.
She had a big cardboard box of doodles and things that she would just like Dementors that she would scribble on, and so that when it came time that they were doing the movie, they actually referenced the box of her big old doodles and notes. So I've kind of been doing that for a few years. So yeah, I just watch things or I read things, usually historical books, old books I collect, like 200-year-old books. I love those.
Have you been seeing the ads for American history comics? And in their profile picture, they are supporting Kamala Harris and her new VP she just chose today, the governor of
I'm sure it's going to be
Minnesota.
extremely accurate then.
They have a Trump comic book too, actually.
Also going to be so accurate.
Paul, what's up, man?
Dude.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's seen this ad. Here, I'll show you right now. American history.
That's gonna be interesting.
They have one on Native Americans. Oh God, from a left-leaning point of view.
I had a dream the other night. I had dinner with Kamala Harris. And
What the fuck?
mean, I don't really like the woman, but the thing is, we were eating Indian food, and then I came to find out that she's actually Indian. So my dream was accurate.
It was something subtly in your mind was telling something's a little off about this African American claiming woman.
It was my spidey sense picked it up.
Hey, MSK.
Well, if you ever want to talk about history, I love history. And if I'd ever been able to finish college, I'd have a double major, double minor in history and philosophy and anthropology and religious studies.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I was not able to finish college either. I had to drop out, finances and life. But that's awesome. I would talk history anytime.
It's drugs for me.
Anthropology too.
Like
drugs.
Drugs. I love drugs.
I ended up permanently disabled. I have neurological damage. I withdrew 4 times before I finally decided I couldn't do it anymore. I kept going back and crashing and then taking a semester off, then going back and crashing and taking a semester.
Put the link in the private
chat. It was not a good cycle.
I just partied and quit going.
There you go. That works too.
No, I didn't go to college because I couldn't afford it, and I'm black, and college is a scam. Fuck college.
College is quite.
Well, you're right about that, but you could have got a free ride on the other part.
That's true. I found it. It's called Kingstone Comics. They have a lot of books. Oh God, let's see what they got here. Okay, they have the Bible one. So much stuff here. Good Lord. U.S. comics here. American history. It's about the U.S. Constitution. I think it's. How did anyone find history appealing? I found it so boring in school. I was like,
are you kidding? That's where all of the best stories are derivatives of fucking human history. Tiny, you're muted again.
I should start talking to her mom.
Oh,
yeah, I was talking to my mom. Sorry,
you yelling at your mom. Okay, continue.
She was secretly calling me.
No, she was looking for something that I thought I had put away, so we were trying to just. It wasn't where I thought it was, so we were just.
Mom, it's in the third drawer.
All I want is for MSK to be president. Hashtag MSK 2024. Hashtag what it tastes like. Hey, I've tasted I've tasted a lot of women. They're pretty good. Hobo. All I want is for him to mount his TV and move his vacuum screen.
No shit.
History is for losers, John.
History is the best. Oh yeah.
The only fun part of history was the Hitler portion. That's the only portion that was fun to learn about. The other parts
you enjoyed learning about a third of my family dying and
no, like it was like the only engaging thing I was.
You picked a very wrong time to make that joke, bud.
Okay,
I'm gonna let you. You're
anything with Egypt was pretty cool, and stuff with like World War II was kind of cool. Anything after that was just boring shit. Maybe the Native Americans.
You didn't say World War II. You specifically said.
Oh my god, that's a part of World War II. Jesus Christ, man!
I'm sorry. Most of human history, you're losing most of human history, of which there was a lot of amazing shit going on.
Lady, they were cavemen and they evolved.
Now okay, let's look at the character.
Nothing about humanity because that's not how that works.
We talk about comics on your stream, so let's look at the character of Superman, and now go back to Hercules. They're the same fucking character.
Gilgamesh.
In turn, that's. Exactly. History. All of that is derivative. Everything is a bit of a homage to something else.
Yeah. Very true.
Just saying.
I knew they were going to do a Trump comic.
Yeah, Keystone Comics. They are definitely Democrats for sure.
There's a Trump movie on Amazon that is completely done with AI that looks fucking hilarious. I can't wait. It's like Trump versus the Martians or something. It looks great.
Chloe,
oh, real quick. Hey. Share my link real quick. This was my D&D character. I almost decided to make him a Trump parody.
Oh, I could see it.
The only parts of history I like are the parts they made good. Okay, I'm saying no. The like learning about Hitler and Mussolini and Stalin was pretty fun because like you learn how crazy people are. And then Stalin was worse. He was a completely
you're gradually bringing it back and making yourself not look as bad.
I didn't say anything wrong. I said the only part that even piqued my interest a little bit was Hitler, given how much people reference.
No, you said the only part
sounds pretty fucking bad, dude.
I know it's bad.
I'm not interesting.
You guys are doing the pancake waffle thing. Just because I said one thing doesn't mean I don't. Oh my god, you guys are fucking.
I'm doing it because it's fun and you're hilarious.
God.
And I'm doing it because you need to be more careful how you phrase things.
Yes.
I'm not going to beat your ass, but I know others who would.
Oh, God, man. Thank God we're on the internet. I love Jewish people. I love Ben Shapiro. And I like listening to Abby Shapiro talk.
There's a funny comedian skit from, I'll have to track it down for you. And he talks about Hitler and Stalin. He's like, if Hitler was a baseball game, then Stalin was I don't even remember, but it's hilarious. And he goes on and talks about how many people.
Wait, who put what
dark
in the link?
humor, but
chat? Oh, right here. Sorry. Mindy.
Well, I liked when
thanks.
Steven Crowder did a ranking of how the kill count and had actors like from the studio playing from Mao, Hitler, Stalin, who had the best kill count throughout.
Oh my! No, definitely Mao. Definitely Mao.
It was Mao won.
Okay, so
that's my Dark Ranger Trump. He got voted out, so I'm not going to use that as my avatar, but I'm still pretty proud of it. I thought
it's a pretty cool one. It was a pretty cool one, but you had so many cool images that you came up with.
He didn't give me one.
You're not playing D&D because you're a loser who's afraid to play.
Whoa. All that's misinformation. and lies perpetuated by the
You are
Democratic
not
Party.
playing the game. You keep saying that you can't play the game because you're too much of a pussy. So
No, I never said that. I said I was busy.
Yeah.
I said
Iron,
busy,
isn't that
not
what he keeps
pussy.
saying?
I said busy, not pussy. What
Nope.
is wrong with your
Pussy.
brain? God, I had that.
He said he's
last night.
afraid to learn new things that he doesn't know how to do.
What the hell?
Around
Propaganda.
his friends.
You are fake news. Right?
He's
said,
he's afraid of rolling the dice. He might become addicted to gambling.
Does this make sense to people that I would say I don't play D&D because I get no pussy? I would never say that. That makes no sense. I said I don't play because I'm too busy.
Pussy.
No, lady, too busy. Busy. B-U-S-Y. Not the other one that's on your mind. You
Bitch, you're
lady.
in the chat the whole fucking show.
No. I said I support people in the live chat. Is that not what live chats are for?
Then what are you doing?
But why couldn't you be in the game at that point?
I'm done. I'm not falling for this. You two are sons of bitches. Fuck off. God damn. This man, what did you say? Why are you in the live chat? Did you someone clip that? That is ill shit right there.
You're in the live chat during the whole show that you're too busy.
If you have time to watch us play, you should be playing with us.
Because I have sex with my wife at that time, and she
You don't have a wife. This is not an excuse.
She moaned so loud. You guys
masturbating doesn't count.
My hand can consent.
Just because you change your voice tone does not mean there's a second person there.
Says who? What are you, an alt-right bigot?
What? It doesn't make sense.
God.
This is what you put him in the corner. This is what happens.
God, man. I said I was too busy to join. Also, D&D's for sweaty, smelly nerds who get no women. So I can't be. I'm a Chad. You know, I can't play that gay shit there.
He's married to one of the prettiest women I know and one of the nicest women I know. So he's got a damn good wife. And I am not sweaty.
And what am I?
A loser who's afraid to play D&D.
D&D is for losers. You got to make fun of her playing that. Oh my God. She's doing that thing that my wife does. God, Lord. It's okay. It's fine. Salty Miss K.
You go on the internet and complain about comic book creators and get made fun of by your entire chat the entire time. And you're afraid by playing D&D you're going to be made fun of?
D&D is cringe and gay. Tiny, don't make my CEO cry again. I never cried. I only cried. I cried off stream. What am I? Black? You're black. It's not Tuesday. I'm white. I'm more of a white black guy. Just saying.
Yeah, my little 3-year-old's bugging me. She wants me to go to bed, and they're all saying they need me to snuggle and the mom stuff. So
see, that's mom. That's good stuff.
It was good to talk to you guys. I played D&D only once, MSK, but it was okay. I was a zombie. Or no, I killed a zombie. There's a
reason why you only played once. Yeah. You realize how much nerds play that shit. And you're like, I don't want to associate myself with that shit.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Mindy, and I hope we get to talk more later.
No, Mindy is mine. Definitely. I keep her locked away in a cage away from you crazy people.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, Mindy, if you ever want to come on the weekly Rogues Gallery, it's at 5:00 Fridays. Just shoot me or Selena a DM. We both follow you. Have been for a long time. You're always welcome. We'd love to have you as a guest.
Sweet.
Hi, Toonie boy.
What time zone?
Pacific.
He's mine.
All right, I'm on Central. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me. It's so nice to talk to you. We'll hopefully do this again.
Yeah.
Laters.
Famous last words my wife's and my dad said before they left.
Thank you. If you hadn't said that, I wouldn't have remembered to actually invite her. So
God, man. MSK snuggles with his unmounted TV and vacuum cleaner. MSK masturbated so much his hands gained sentience. I meant to say that.
Oh no.
Oh no. No.
I
contrary to popular belief, I don't even beat off. I literally just go to sleep and wake up, and that's it. Honestly, I know how to control my sexual arousal.
Arousal.
Ass quack.
You guys got what I was saying. Fuck off.
You saying words and Jesse saying foreign words is just like my mind.
Yeah. Mindy, Iron Show is like this one, but nothing like it and good.
Oh my God.
God. Good Lord, man. How did I cultivate this audience? Crazy. Oh, but Toonie boy, if you're watching from Toasty's side, Toasty went to bed earlier, so just come over and subscribe to me. Actually, I could be 5 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. Thank you so much. Love you.
Well,
God.
it's really funny that when she streams your video, she gets more.
We should all like mass unsubscribe again as a joke.
If you do that, I'll never speak to any of you guys again in real life.
Oh, we all resubscribed. I saw the numbers go back up.
Lies.
No, but when
I think I remember.
I just had something funny to say, and now I can't remember.
Sorry.
Oh, when Toasty streams your stream, she gets more views than you do, and when I stream your stream, I get more views than you do.
It was one time.
Twice.
Okay, everyone gets lucky twice.
It won't let me stream anymore. It says I have to become a premium fucking.
Yeah, they changed it. You have to become a blue checkmark member to stream on Twitter now.
That's fucking annoying.
Why don't you stream? You know what you could do? You stream to your YouTube channel,
which I don't use. I'll get it.
What did you just say to me? Did I just hear that L shit, lady?
That's why I have my fucking right name in the chat when I'm not supposed to be using my name.
Tiny, it's the same thing. You just press it to YouTube and you do the same thing you were gonna do on X. It just goes to your YouTube account.
Except Streamlabs will only connect to one of my YouTube accounts, and it's one I wouldn't want to put it on. Like I said, it's my real name. I'm not supposed to be doing shit on that.
Just edit your real name on that account.
Okay.
You know you can do that, right? You can edit your name on that in the Google account and on the YouTube account.
Okay.
Just call yourself But Fierce Tiny. with one of those mustaches from like the 80s. You didn't know that?
No. Every time I wanted a new name, I just created a new account.
No, you can still change the name afterwards. You can only change it twice within 2 weeks. So if you mess up twice, you have to wait 2 weeks to change it again. Okay. I'm voting for MSK, but I'm unsubbing. I'm unsubscribed. No, Chloe, don't leave me. Anyway, back to the joke.
It's okay. Let's just everybody unsubscribe and then give them about 24 hours and then resubscribe.
I literally hate all of you. You all can go fuck off.
Wouldn't that mess up his
I'm kidding.
Revenue?
Don't do that.
Got monetized.
He doesn't
your
have
mind, lady.
revenue.
Good Lord, man.
Shit.
5 subscribers away from hitting 1,000. Oh, and I dropped a new vlog. Full day going to the movie theater for M. Night Shyamalan's newest film, Trap. I'll be dropping a spoiler review tomorrow, and I have to drop that Nerdrotic in this video we did tonight about Ethan. No, already unsubbed. Fuck off.
Chloe, Nate, WZ, they're all going.
No, Nate. I was joking, you fuckers.
Too late to go back. Oh my god, man. One of them actually unsubbed.
Yeah, they really.
One of them actually unsubbed. What a piece of shit. Whoever did that, your mom's the hoe. Just saying that right now.
Hey, you don't even know who
god.
was.
God.
Oh, you got to admit though, this is gonna make a great clip video.
I'm like always so close. I've hit almost 4,000 subs before. This one's about to hit 1,000, so it's proven I can get people to subscribe. And these guys are like, I'll just unsubscribe at the last minute. So he's gonna hit his mouth going, what a bunch of fucking bastards, man. Good Lord. There's no going back. I like you as president, but I'm unsubscribing. What does that even mean? I hate you guys. Subscribe back. Hey, here, okay. Now another person unsubbed. Oh my god. Okay. Stop. If you subscribe again, I will get on my knees like Ethan did for that one guy at that pizza palace place behind the dumpsters. Only
Not
for
while
women.
I'm here, please. I don't want to do that.
Why would I? God, lady. Iron, please help me. My brain is.
He's the one who started this shit.
I didn't say anything.
All right.
Not you, Iron. Iron started this.
I'm telling everybody, if you unsub, please resub.
Oh my god.
By no later than Friday. If you push it past Friday, the joke isn't funny anymore. That's just mean.
If you subscribe back, I will get on my knees and blow the women, not the dudes.
There's nobody there for you to blow. You're alone.
If you think about it, by the weekend, if he gets that massive flood of resubscribers, it'll really help his confidence level.
Why are you talking? Oh my god! You told him to subscribe later in the week instead of just doing it right now.
Well, I said bye later in the week. Some people could do it now. Some people
no
do
later. No later.
What's the link?
No later than Friday. Monday at the absolute latest. And if you
Monday
push
5
it,
TST.
if you push it past September, then the joke's gone too far, and it's really not funny anymore.
Here,
I would say 24 hours to 1 month tops.
Tony, just copy and paste that in the YouTube URL up top, and that'll appear. Or just type in that name. Please,
everybody resubscribe right now. Come on.
Oh,
anybody that's not subscribed, please subscribe.
She so when someone's
a lot of fun. Come on.
So when someone streams your stuff to their channel, they could take it off whenever they want to.
But if they don't, it continues until this ends.
Yeah, or I could take it off if I want to. But if someone ever wants to stream it to the side, I always let them, because if they're helping me out with producing content, I might as well let them stream it to their side. I don't see what's a problem.
Iron, Nate said that he should blow Strahd, and all I could think of was like what Iron thought Strider did.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
If you guys man, I'll make love to you.
That old D&D brain just fucking snapped once I got my character going. It was a lot of fun.
He says, I'll resubscribe.
That was hilarious because even Strider, who's been in the game and he's been doing pretty well. Like even Strider,
Chloe, come back to me.
Yeah, it's like,
Chloe, come back to me. I'll make love to you.
Stink of Strahd. I couldn't hear you with Strahd's cock in your mouth.
Oh, Dad, you guys are gay. Oh my god. Chloe, I will make hot love.
You were watching. You know what happened. You act like you don't.
Sleep. I passed out. So when I woke up, someone was talking about sucking off Christian Bale. I'm like, well, this is for homosexuals.
That never happened.
Christian Bale got killed. He got cut in half.
You guys are crazy, crazy people. But yeah, Tony boy, just type in Master Swag King all in one word and I'll come up. But thank you for subscribing.
If you'd make anybody a fucking mod, we can put your links in the chat.
Walter's a mod.
I don't think Walter likes you though.
I hate every single one of you. I really hope you actually all burn.
How did you unmod Selena without realizing it?
I'm being honest, I don't even know how it happened.
That's some bullshit. He never made me a mod.
I was changed. There's two types of moderators, one that can drop links and one that can control like another part of the stream. I reset it all, so I cleared everybody out, but it only kept the ones that were in the higher ranking of mods, because I wanted everyone to have the same level of power as the community mod. It's a managing moderator, one of it. So I would have to just go back and just put her name in, and it would probably just go, honestly.
That's funny. I never had that kind of problem before in my life.
Huh.
Yes. Since she was trying to help you last time she was on, and she couldn't because she's no longer a mod.
Next episode is 560. Yeah. So if you want to watch episodes 1 through 499, they're all on Rumble. Well, everything goes to Rumble, but you can watch all those shows on episodes of this show on Rumble. And then I put it up on here at episode 500. So you guys are seeing what current iteration of the show is there. Oh my God. I finally see what Tiny looks like. You saw her before. You called her a middle school teacher. You crazy man.
Middle school teacher.
Yeah, she looked like a middle school teacher. I was like, no, like a librarian, but I get what you're saying. Should I make him as
You know what?
I want all the power.
Not in an insulting way, but yeah, I can see that.
She reminds me
not in a weird insulting way.
Okay. The moment Selena didn't show up for the Shark movie review, took away some small powers.
I think it's more your mannerisms dealing with him, SK.
Walter said I sub back. You guys are pieces of shit, honestly. I really hate all of you. Why are you doing this to me?
Because of your reactions.
God,
that's why I'm doing it to you.
You know what? Maybe you guys are right. If I never let it get to me, then I'll be okay. I'm just
but then at the same time, if you never let it get to you, then this audience will go away.
Right.
So you're kind of stuck in a weird spot.
I can only replace you guys when I get a different audience. That's how it works. So once I replace you guys, I'll replace Tiny with another Jewish lady, and I'll replace Iron with the black guy.
Right.
So when that happens,
I thought you were gonna say another fat white guy, but that's cool too.
What are you, Ethan's brother or some shit? Holy fuck,
dude! I said fat, not morbidly obese.
Dude's always talking about food. He said, "Oh, with Andrea, I made crab legs." Yeah, you're not beating the fat allegations right there, buddy. Just saying. Like, fat people eat food like fish, and fish makes you definitely fat. Just saying. Red, I can't pronounce Dalek.
Dalek. It's
Dalek.
It's a Dalek. It's a part of Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucker, you're calling us nerds, and your shit is named after Doctor Who.
Doctor Who's for actual.
Okay, pot meat kettle.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
Because you're black. Chloe, black guy with the 9-inch BBC that can always satisfy all women. But I can be not finishing that. You got to be way more zen, Miss Kate.
Thank you, Nate.
God, man. Nobody can replace Tiny and Iron. What? He knows you guys because of me.
Right, he's our dungeons master. Doesn't matter if you're the CEO. He's our dungeons master.
I could have swore I met you through Nate. If I'm thinking right.
Right. Exactly.
See, I actually met.
It gets a little fuzzy going that far back in
1776, and that's also how I met Nate.
God, man. Oh, Diesel said he was sick with a sore throat. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully you feel better, man.
Yeah. Diesel was really fucked up. That's why we didn't get to do the first episode of Space Jockeys this Sunday. Yeah. We're gonna try again this week. Yeah, he got fucked up. He's like, man, I feel like I swallowed like a whole toilet brush down my throat, and I can't like coughing up stuff.
Ooh.
You know, he was harder to understand than normal. Fuck yeah, Diesel. I can't wait till that show gets going. It's going to be a blast.
All right. I got to check you, bro. MSK isn't a nerd. He ain't shit. Thank you. Thank you for defending me. It's great defense. You guys are great. You guys make great lawyers, honestly. Iron and Tiny could do the show without MSK.
Well, yeah, I mean, we kind of do. He's usually just scrolling OnlyFans while we're talking.
I'm not scrolling on OnlyFans.
That does happen sometimes.
Okay. I was talking with a girl because
only happened 7, maybe 12 times tops.
Maybe 20 times, for being completely honest here.
Right?
I don't even go on OnlyFans like that anymore. Like I don't pay. I don't pay to subscribe to anybody. I have an account because some girl asked me to make one to subscribe to her account for free because some girls have free accounts. I have like almost 500 fans and I haven't posted anything on there. My profile says MSK. It says a guy. And it says I'm from Gotham. That's it. My face is even on there.
Right. But there's an abundance of feet pics.
No, there's literally nothing on there at all. I probably should post feet pics then. Maybe if I post pictures half naked, you think I'll be rich, honestly?
You know, I'm going to be honest here. I don't know.
Them,
people are fucking... Dude, there are people paying to see fucking... little outie belly button Riley urinate and slam into mint salad. A mentally disabled girl.
That'd be like my.
They pay for that.
My OnlyFans alter ego. No. Like I would probably never do that because I have too much shame. But if I ever did, if I didn't have shame, I would probably do it because I'd be like, "That's free money." As long as no one finds out, it doesn't really matter.
This is a true story too. There's this one fucking chick that does nothing but pictures of her fucking ears.
That's disgusting.
I'm not even kidding. Just different angles and different lighting of her fucking ear. And she's making a shit ton of money. They posted the story like the weird side of OnlyFans, and it's like they went into feet pics, and I'm reading the article. This is funny, and then it gets to the ear girl. I'm like, this bitch is posting pictures of her ears. I got ears. Where's my money?
No. Like I wouldn't post pictures of my feet and my ears. It'd be like, I guess, I have to get naked for women. Like that'd be
another fucking weird one. This other chick, nothing but her disgusting chapped lips. I'm not even fucking kidding. And a ton of money each month.
Well, if you see anything about
gross ass chapped lips.
I just had to get Facebook to take a whole bunch of shit down because someone tried to tag me in a porno. So if you find anything, it's not me.
Oh no, you got deep. That's how you know you're hitting the big time, Tiny. Once you get deep faked.
Oh, there's deep fakes. Yeah, deep fakes are big. Yeah. Did someone deep fake you like taking it? Oh my god. I need to.
And they posted it on Facebook.
Oh my
I'm
god!
only on Facebook. The only thing I do on Facebook is talk to my family and a few of the people I knew before I got sick, but that's it. And
oh god!
My mom's like, she coached him, but he basically became my little brother. She basically adopted the kid. So my little brother basically texted my mom and said, "There's a problem on Facebook," and then he sent her the image, which did not help anything.
Yeah, that probably was traumatizing.
But I got it blocked and taken down. I think it's gone, but
asked to take pics.
At least it was just an image, and they didn't do like the deep fake of an actual video.
You know what you just said about the ear thing?
It sort of looked a little bit like me, but she was mostly like not facing the camera.
Whoa. Don't you said
I wonder what was facing the camera.
No, but you said you don't like to have your Interesting.
I didn't do it. Someone did it to me.
All they have to do is she's on like even one. If you're on even one live stream, all they have, the way I do my intros, I take a still of somebody from the live stream. I take the most face forward shot I can, and I put it through the AI program to put somebody's face on a movie villain for the intros. You can do that with more than just movie villains, okay, folks?
Was her gooch facing the camera? That thing is okay. You guys are
Nate. Stop drinking.
Stop.
What?
Stop
this isn't normal for you.
Gooch, it makes it sound like she doesn't shave. You sicko.
God. Words, language, God. Jesus. This is what happens when you bring your work home with you. We see what happens.
Girls should be getting that wax. I don't want to be sucking on some jungle fever shit. I'm good. I'm just trying to get AIDS in the mouth. Fucking hell.
You really don't know anything about how AIDS works, dude.
He doesn't know anything about how sexual
That's what you got from what I just said? Oh my God. I hate you people. All right. Tiny could be the teacher that keeps you after school for being a bad student and gives you extra credit. It's crazy. No, your fantasy of that is she's a school teacher and she has sex with you. That's not what you crazy man.
Yeah, I'm thinking the whole reason he said the middle school teachers, he's got a bit of a hang up there.
Yeah. Let's wait, hold on. Chad's wearing the schoolgirl outfit.
Yeah, girl. I want you to smack my wrist with a ruler.
Ruler.
I'm not gonna lie, if you do that, I'd have to watch. I'm sorry. I'd have to peep in that for a little bit just to see what it do. Just to see.
And that's considering we've all talked to Chaz and heard some of the shit he said. That's like the mild version of what he probably.
It's probably milding what he thinks in his brain.
I know.
Shit. Virgin energy. I've had sex with 100 women. It's easy. Sex is so easy, man. You just thrust a few times, slowly and harder, and then you kiss her in the mouth. And for missionary, make sure she puts her legs on your shoulders.
Oh my God. Nate, stop drinking.
Nate, stop drinking. You're on drugs.
No, but he's definitely saying stuff he normally does not.
No, he doesn't usually talk like this, dude.
Yeah, the liquor is making this. This is what I think too. Hey, I agree, man. Give me a D on my best.
Nate, if you're still drunk, let's do an emergency D&D stream like now.
No.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Red Strider went to bed hours ago.
Hey, Tony, everyone's been a bad student. Is there a way I can give you this D to get an A? Oh my God, you guys are drunk. You guys literally need to stop drinking. You guys are mentally deranged, horny weirdos. Okay, Chloe, I'm not reading that. Chloe, go to bed. Actually, Chloe, go to bed. Literally, beat off. Think about me and go to bed. I am not reading that out loud. Someone's putting that out of context. Imagine WC puts that in the video. I'm getting the feds sick on me. God.
Oh, Master Hobo.
LOL, you don't want a teacher giving you D in any form. I'm not drunk. I'm just horny. What if I told her?
I actually believe. See, unlike Nate, who I'm thinking, who's normally just the shucks, innocent one of the group.
You gotta get into her heart,
Mr.
like this.
Chaz is always Chaz.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm fine.
I could just dress up as red-haired Shanks, and then she would just throw it at me. Just saying.
No.
Can I
But
not
if
be
you
red-haired
gave me
Shanks?
red-haired Shanks, I'd throw myself at him.
What are you talking about? Oh, because I'm black? Really?
No,
Oh my god.
because red-haired Shanks is 6 foot and stacked.
I'm 5'9" and stacked.
You've got an 8-pack
I could get one.
at the corner store.
Oh my god. God, man.
Well, my 8-pack is only down to 4 at the moment. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
God, as long as you're red-haired Shanks or Ace, then you're good. Good lord.
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm not picky. I like them all. I'll take Sanji. I'll take Zoro. I'll take Ace. I'll take.
You're no one's sleeping with Usopp. You'd have to have low standards for that. That's you down bad if you sleep with Usopp. Anyone is.
Usopp's a fucker with the nose, right?
Yep.
The black
yeah,
kid with the
no
nose.
woman sleeps with that dude.
But he did have a glow up.
He
Motherfucker
did.
came back rocking some nice muscles.
You know what's really cute? Oh, Vivi Alabaster was really gorgeous, actually. Who else was gorgeous?
Did you ever notice after the time skip, almost all of the females look a little bit like, or if not a lot, like Nami?
Yeah.
And you know why that is?
All like his C cups, and now they're like triple D's or whatever.
No, it's not that. It's the face. They almost all have Nami's face.
Oh, I was looking at the chest.
He married a Nami cosplayer. He met a woman. She was
Good for him.
cosplaying Nami. They clicked, and eventually they got married. So now almost all of the other females all look like Nami.
Dude, that is such a fucking boss move. Create a sexy comic book character, meet a girl that's dressing as said character, and then lock that shit down.
Honestly, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, Boa Hancock is so hot, man. I would
see.
Well, she's considered one of the most beautiful women in the entire world there. So yeah,
that's one of the problems with, and I'm taking, the fact of all things men do, like aspire to do, is driven by just getting a chick. That's it. Like, you want to play the guitar? Why? Get chicks. You want to draw a comic? Everything is that, and that's why that's when that was accepted.
That is why
everything was good because of that. Because everybody was just trying to get the hotter chick.
You can't fault him though. Like, imagine a guy like that. He's super rich and successful. People know how busy they are. He probably gets like maybe 5 hours of free time a week at most. Imagine getting a wife like that.
He sleeps barely 2 to 3 hours a day, and he only sees his family once or twice a month.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Actually insane. Hey, I'm glad he got a girlfriend. Because like it'd be rare to
get one. He's a wife and
one.
child. He's got a daughter, and he barely sees them.
He had sex with a woman to have a child. Is that how it works?
Yes, that's how it works.
Dang it. They told me to just blow it in their face, and that's how it works.
No, that's how you do not get a child.
Good
that's
Lord.
what your DI at boot camp says should have happened.
Sex is easy when the woman gets on top and rides. Hey, cowgirl's the best. Just saying.
Seriously? An hour and a half ago, he just said that. You're now copying MSK. You really want to go there?
Hey, and I could put on an hour ago. You didn't disagree. Just saying. No, we're not. I'm not touching this. Marinara. I'm not trying to get beat up later on the night. Nope. That is a do not discuss thing.
Oh my
what was I say? My Hero Academia ended. Actually,
yes, it
Chapter
did.
430. I didn't cry. You're crying. Just saying.
And for some reason, freaking Deku and Iruka aren't married. What the hell?
I'm not crying. You're crying. You're saying Million Mac is pretty hot too. Oh damn. Master Sex King. I had sex with a lot of women, so I definitely learned a few tricks here or two. If you just go out of your way to please the women, then you will have more fun with them. Tiny, do you live in New York City?
No, I used to live in New York City. Now I live in California, and Iron's in Vegas.
Tiny's 2 hours away from me. If I wanted to see her, I could just go out. My problem here is James did not like driving that far.
A car.
James, he didn't like driving out that far. It wasn't honestly that bad. We were like, given traffic and everything, we were like 15 minutes late, really. We weren't there that late.
Okay. I did not expect My Hero Academia to be in romance, but there was enough hints you would think that when the show ended with an 8-year time skip that you were going to get something.
MSK's vacuum cleaner is his wife. They have lots of fun.
Oh my god.
There's definitely gonna be a follow-up, man. A lot of the big creators did this. Taikubo did this. Masashi Kishimoto did this. Oda did this. They all say, well, after this portion, I'm done. No. They're gonna take a break off.
Oda never said that.
Not Oda. Who's Taikubo, Masashi Kishimoto? All of them had Akira Toriyama. When all their stuff ended, you gotta factor in that's their entire life. So they took a break because they kind of fantasized about having time off. Once they had enough time off to think about it, they were like, you know what? I kind of want to
going back to the characters that I love. So much.
Yeah. Give Hirokoshi, give him a couple years. Let him rest for a little bit. When he has time to rest and he's gotten blown by his wife a few times and he's had a lot of sex, he'll come back. There's no doubt in my mind there'll be a sequel series of My Academia. Taikubo said he wouldn't come back to Shonen Jump. Look what happened 10 years later.
Well, also he a lot of people loved the spin-off, the hero stuff, the villain stuff that they did, and the vigilante thing that they did.
I have that. Yeah.
And they were already introduced at the very end with the 8-year jump. You were already being introduced to more other new young characters, possibly, and you got to see stuff that Eerie was doing and all these other characters that you could still use. Absolutely.
No,
I still thought we were gonna. I said, we were gonna find out who Deku's dad was. He promised we would find out. We didn't. And B, I didn't expect it to be romance. But after an 8-year fucking time skip, I expected someone to get married.
I will say this: if he has the time skip and they're married and they have a bunch of babies,
yes, WZ. I am so excited about the new One Piece from Wit Studios.
Wait a minute, but that's basically just One Piece with more cleaner animation, is it not? It'd be like One Piece Kai essentially without the filler.
Kind of. It's a slightly more cleaner and mature animation, and it also will have no filler because they don't have to worry. They know everything, so it'll have be much faster paced.
A lot of those long drawn out stories felt like filler. People thought the Neru Sky Pia arc was fun. Like, no, that's real. That's an actual manga thing. That shit was long for no reason.
So Dressrosa was long, and freaking Wano took 3 years.
That's why I
still love it. I don't care.
That's why I can't really get back into reading One Piece manga sometimes. It's long. It just stretches out so long, man. Just like my wife's, lower stuff stretches out pretty good. This thing. People forget. My Hero Academia is gonna. This was a while ago because I know they had the third movie. I didn't see the third movie. Didn't they say they were gonna have 10 movies total? So even if we don't get My Hero Academia
total, so there's 2 more movies coming.
Okay, so they reduced it. So even if we don't get to 10 like originally promised, because they release a movie every couple of years. Eventually, he's gonna want to get back in the game. These guys are so competitive. They love these characters. They'll be back in. Like, there's no way he ain't coming back. I don't believe him if he ever says that. Love One Piece, but so many more deserve animes that don't even have an adaptation. Oh, there's this one that Tiny, I don't think anyone knows about. It's the guy with the fucking. Where's my phone at? It should have a manga coming out soon. I can't remember the name. It starts with a K. Kubabasari or something.
What's it about?
You think I read the synopsis? You think I can read? Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you use the Shonen Jump app that I let you use?
It won't let me sign in anymore. I don't know why.
Why?
Did you change the password?
I didn't change anything. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I signed in once and it let me, and I was really grateful. And I sent you a big thank you. And then I tried to sign in again, and it said it didn't work.
Why did you tell me? Why are you telling me this now?
Because I've been busy with other stuff and I haven't had time to read anything.
Letty, I've talked to you twice.
I haven't had a chance to read anything. I wasn't going to go over if it was.
I'll figure it out.
I didn't know what happened. I didn't know if it was going to be complicated. I'm not going to go over and take a huge amount of time when I can't use it anyway. I was going to mention it when I had some time.
Which is obviously right now.
Well, you brought it up.
Oh my God. This manga right here is called Kaguro Bachi. This looks so cool.
I can see this guy with a sword, and that's about it. Can you tell me anything about it?
Why don't you share a link? That would make more sense.
Yeah.
That's gay as hell. Chihiro's curse pass sends him down a quest.
Dude, you held the phone up. It was just a glare. We couldn't see anything.
Who said that?
I did.
Fuck off. I'm just kidding.
The only other person here.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I've been drinking since I came on at 8.
Why are you guys yelling at me? I'm just kidding, guys. No, I'm saying I was gonna read
Dad has a few beers, then he gets mad.
The manga volume 1, they said it's dropping in September. I'll for sure read that. It looks so cool. Did they sign me out of my fucking account? Oh, I realized how they did it. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Tiny. Try to log. It's because I wasn't logged in on the Viz Media page, probably. Don't worry. Big Black Daddy's here to save you. If that didn't work, I don't know what else didn't work. I was at the point. Who's talking to me in the chat? I can't see shit. JJ.
That's true. If you'll notice, I don't drink on my own streams, only his.
He said he has to get drunk to talk to me. Crazy. Okay.
Not talk, tolerate.
44 chapters. Newest one just dropped a few days ago. Manga volume 1, they said is dropping September, I think.
Can you find
and
some
volume 1 will be
pages
like
to
what, the
share?
first 10 chapters?
I don't think I can. Not on screen. They
they get you.
kind of very
I
serious
mean,
about that.
Just from what I saw, it's a fucking dude with a sword. I mean, that's cool. I'm down.
Pre-order now, $11.99. As it should. Too much coffee over there. Really? Oh shit. This man isn't black. What's wrong with you people? Iron can only survive an MSK stream if he's drunk. Master Dwarf King. MSK
John's had too much coffee. Iron's had too much beer. John's had too much coffee.
MSK don't know technology except sex bots.
Together we are belligerent yet alert.
When we gonna review the seasons of Fairy Tail, Tiny? She promised me we'd do One Piece.
You never asked. Oh my god.
Yes, I did. I said we could watch One Piece and we could review the seasons up to
and
where
I said sure, and then you never came up with a time or a way to do it.
That'll be your thing. You have to tell me a time.
How is that my thing? You're the one who has a channel. You're the one who does all these things. I don't have a channel. I don't do these things. I show up on other people's channels.
Lady, you're supposed to tell me what time you're free so I can schedule it into my own shows. How would I know? Oh God, you gotta choose me or Nate. You gotta pick one. There you go. We'll flip it to her. Let's do it to a vote, chat. Let's go make polls. We do it.
No.
Why not?
Then she just picks Vagabond and fuck both of you.
Kill me now, please.
I will not be pressured into choosing my friends ever.
But if you had to pick,
WC, we all pick Nate.
If you had a gun to your head, what would you pick? Actually,
Vagabond.
Wow. She's just doing that to fuck with me. I know it. It's not happening. MSK can't even get sex boss in this chat. That's how pathetic this man is. You guys are pieces of shit. You know that? I'm big Black Daddy, and Lennon knows this man. God.
All right. It's been 3 hours, love.
Yes. We'll be heading out of here right now. We'll do outros. Thank you guys for being here. Tiny's going to potentially satisfy me later on, just like my wife would. Allegedly in Minecraft. So by a guy named MSK
2.5
on
hours
YouTube.
away. Even if I was willing to do that, you're 2.5 hours away. It's a dumb statement.
You don't think I could just ride the bus there?
I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Bye.
Good Lord. You know, a lot of people out there. Ninja, you playing League? Sure, I guess. Maybe.
Get some sleep.
Sleep is for faggots. All right, outros. Iron, what you got planned coming up beside being an alcoholic?
Well, there's always that. Friday, 5:30 p.m. PST or PDT, depending on where we're at right now. I can't really remember. Weekly Rogues Gallery will be happening. I don't have a guest lined up, so I am looking for someone to fill that spot currently. So DM me. We'll make that happen. And Sunday will be, hopefully, if Diesel's alive, the first episode of Space Jockeys.
Oh, shit. God, man. Harassment level. God. Where's Tiny's mom? Someone tell this man is harassing Tiny.
She went to bed, Nate.
Her mom walked and talked to me at the bar. Mom was a cool person, honestly. Like her.
Yeah.
Tiny was hitting me at the bar too. She was like, hey, BBC man. I was like, hello, honey. How are you doing?
Never said those words in my life.
Only person Tiny is satisfied is going to be me, MSK. No way. She has to choose me. Otherwise, I'm getting the rope. She never denied the cowgirl accusations. Tiny, you're not beating those. You know? Tiny, don't ever let this man in your home. I'm not going on that road either. DDT. No, it'd be nope. Keep this man in your backyard. Lisa will never die. Then she taxed you, didn't she? Tased you. Go get the rope. All right, Tiny, what you got coming up beside not coming over tonight and making me sad?
See, Nate, I thought that was a really, really brutal anti-Semitic joke at first, but then you corrected your spelling and said taste. I'm like, oh, I was like, wow, Nate's coming in hard.
Those Hitler Jewish comments made earlier might come back to bite me in the ass in a few years. Woo!
Yeah, you're gonna get clipped and get fucked. Let's see. Tuesdays and Saturdays, I'm generally here with you. I will not be here next Tuesday most likely because I have a ketamine IV, so I will not be conscious. Wednesdays, I'm on Winding Down Wednesdays with the Common Nerd, which is 6 Central. I keep forgetting to tell people the times, it turns out.
5, I think. Right?
On Friday, I will be on Tasties Thigh High Fridays, which is Toasty. Damn it, I did that. I did that twice before too. I keep calling her that. Toasty. Sorry, I'm on Toasties Thigh High Fridays, which is a group. It's starting this Friday. It's a group of females who get together and talk about stuff, kind of like Friday Night Tights, but better because we're all female. And we'll have guests on now and then, so it'll be a guy every once in a while.
I'll be the first one.
Of course, it's always better when it's all women, right?
Yeah, because that's where the real opinions get made.
And then Saturdays, I play Curse of Estrad, D&D with Nate and Iron and
Andrea. How you doing, man?
Red Strider and Keon and what's the tiefling's name?
Her name.
I just blanked on her name.
Her name is Sheila or something.
I feel really bad. I'm sorry.
Who is she?
And the third Sunday.
I'm on the spot. So.
The third Sunday of every month, I do a Star Trek retrospective with Surly Durly, also known as Moxie Dame. We have a lot of fun talking about great Star Trek The Next Generation episodes and that type of stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's everything. If I forgot something, I'm really sorry, but it's late.
All women and one black man just to balance it out. Yeah. If Toasty invites me, not the initial opening episode, but as a guest, whatever, I could be behind. I could be literally in between as many women as I want to be in.
So it's a premiere episode this weekend. Friday?
This Friday.
Friday at 4.
Right on.
4 for us, I think.
Let me message me in the chat on Friday, and I'll put give one of us the link, and we'll start putting the link out.
Okay.
So you guys, so anybody watching can leave our piece of shit show and go to his, and not even bother with his.
Oh, she starts at 4 EST.
4, 5. That'd be about 6.
No,
we'll probably still be going, but we'll.
That's 1 Pacific, 1 p.m. Pacific.
My bad. I think I checked the time. She's gonna start. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 4.
No, I think it's supposed to be 9. I think it's supposed to be 9 Eastern, so 6 Pacific. So that's one of the reasons why I did not offer to go on to Iron Show, because I already knew I was.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Chose.
Yeah, and if Selena's gonna go on, then she'll just have to dip out early. But that's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
it's make it just more than guys.
Because she wanted it to be a late night.
I send my wife away, and I can talk about boobs and shit.
That's what I do. Like if she wouldn't be here, you know how disgusting I would be, but I have to restrain myself for her.
Right. Because you're restraining yourself always.
No, A, this is him restraining himself, and B, it's not like I spent years
to do that eye thing you just did.
And Marines who like worse shit than you've ever said.
God. Oh shit. If anyone didn't notice what your eyes did there, I was like, okay, this lady's just like trying to really convince people that I was redeemed. Oh shit. Iron can make a stream where you drive down to MSK's place and fix his room. Tiny got more good cred than MSK.
Dude, hey, who said that? Was that Walter or WC? Me and Selena have actually talked about it. We've talked about like saving up some money, getting some shit from IKEA or wherever, going to his house and redoing his room and videotaping the whole thing and not giving him a choice. And we know where he lives. We've been there.
I was even willing to drive up to help.
Yep.
MSK and restraining in the same sentence did not go together.
In fact, chat, I'm going to start a GoFundMe or something just so that donations can just go to the MSK redecoration
Furniture
fund.
fund.
Oh, okay.
And we will stream the whole thing. All we need is about $500 to $600, and we can get everything we need to make his room look fucking sick. I'll even donate some collectibles because he clearly has none.
I have stuff. Okay. Fucking hell. Why is Tiny on my mind? God damn it. Toasties show is at 6.
Yes. 6 Pacific. Yes.
Yeah. So wait, our show's
she's
at
on the East
8:30.
Coast and she wants it to be a late night thing, I believe.
Yeah, our show's at 8:30. So obviously we're all I don't care who I never had that problem anyway. If people stream when I'm streaming, I don't care. There'll
only be a little bit of overlap with each show. It's not a big deal. And I will share the link to that one. I always promote yours, MSK.
Lies.
In fact, that's bullshit.
Tiny doesn't promote me either.
I repost you every time.
God. What am I paying you guys for?
You don't pay us.
I get no sex from the lady, and I get no sex from the guy. What you guys here for then?
You don't pay us.
Oh,
not that
you're
you
not a
remember.
Prostitute. What are you talking about? God Lord, all I have is $100. What is that? Will that get me a fucking like spit in the face or something? God damn.
If you make it 200, you'll get a slap too.
That would be great. Just saying. My mind went in places I just
gotta lick it first.
Yeah, you're gonna lick it first, you weirdo. You're just gonna spit on it.
Yeah.
You're fucking disgusting. Holy shit. Control yourself, woman. God damn. MSK, that $100 is mine, ho. You still owe me, bitch. I'll donate iron. I won't give him a collectible, but I will give Tiny that Ezra Scarlet statue. No one wants that. God damn. Spit on it. MSK.
I want an Ezra Scarlet statue. That was a gorgeous Ezra Scarlet statue. That was
Really?
obscenely expensive and no one should spend that much money on it. But oh my God, that was a gorgeous statue.
Honestly, he could literally go any other place and buy it for way cheaper. I guarantee the place is cheaper selling it. Has to be. $300 for a statue? Hell no. Fuck that. There's way.
I could probably print. If I know what it is, I can probably print it.
Or just 3D print it for.
Oh right,
probably
because
give you like $100. Yeah, just give him $100 and he'll just do it. That spending way less money.
I got a ton of shit back there that I just printed myself.
Yeah, so we had a great show tonight. Awesome show. Tiny came and hawked food on something, her floor. Hopefully,
I think that was your confidence that she hawked to it on.
That would be
your
so
self-esteem.
Sad. My heart would. I would be so. I don't get offended, but that would actually make me cry. I'm like, damn, she spit on my confidence. I would actually cry. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit. But what's I gonna say? Yeah, I just lost my train of thought and everything.
Walter wants drunk Nate to DM right now.
No,
right?
God.
Do it, Nate.
Yeah, we had a great show tonight. So you guys know, I got a lot of content that I'm working on. I got most of it done today. It's gonna be edited. It's gonna be coming out. So just watch the pre-recorded content when it comes out. She's killed his Riz. Honey would stomp you out and say, she can do that if she wants. I don't care.
I love your chat. They love me and I love them.
She like screams in my ear. I would love that so much. Oh my God. MSK, Hawk Tool on both his dildos he owns. She doesn't own any dildos. That'd be me. Those are mine. MSK, where's
the ones that look like they're on a spice rack or something? I saw the picture.
Cloud9 podcast episodes are going to Rumble. The newest episodes of this show and that podcast are going to be the podcasting platform. So if you can't watch live, you can consume it audio-wise. I would not play these shows if you're driving your kids to school. This would be something you drive on the way back home for. If you're a little 5-year-old Johnny hears these conversations, I might actually score him for life. But what do I know? You can use our shows for if you're at the gym.
Shows up. We've heard you've been playing MSK in front of your children.
You can play our shows at the gym. When you need, on the way to work or back home from work, you can play my shows when you're fucking your wife.
I gotta say that would be if you got to that level where you're like the controversial subject in like local middle schools, high schools, God forbid elementary schools. That would be fucking incredible. Like they're having PTA meetings, like how to prevent children from knowing about MSK.
Tiny, come out to New York and chill with a real ninja. No, she would come chill with me. She's choosing me. You guys
I
have
used
no
to
chance.
live in New York, Sweet Pea. I'm not going back.
I don't think anybody wants to go back to New York. Who want to live in that place? Remember, just recently, before we go, last thing, they ruled that no one's supposed to be wearing the fucking face mask, and people started freaking out in the courtroom. Remember?
It's there are so many things that have gone wrong with the city. It is literally almost like being back in the 70s. It's this is not the city that I grew up in the 80s and 90s. It's so bad. And
what happened in the 70s,
awesome,
it was a natural that progression to vigilantism.
Yep.
And that's where we're headed now. I mean, we saw that the only difference is now the police are actively going after anybody that, intervenes, like Daniel Penny. But that can only last so long. We're seeing that in the UK now. Oh my God.
Yeah, there's some real
starting a whole nother conversation and we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, man, for moving out of California. I'm pretty sure everyone wants to live out of California. Tiny's hot pool skills are great. Iron's drinking is making him crazy, and I'm black. That's just kind of already going to be an L if you're already black. And apparently now you can own a skin color. That's what.
Oh
Minnie
yeah,
told
that
us
was
earlier.
ridiculous.
That might be the most racist thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That is definitely number one. Nothing's beating that. Oh, the tweet that I put in the private chat where the guy said N-words are the most overrated demographic of all time.
Wait, what?
Oh God! Ugly
hold on.
People are upset they can't hide their ugly masks. You move back to Washington, awesome, man. All right, so yeah, great show. We'll see Tiny later on this week on Saturday. She chooses to only have me around twice a week. Oh my God!
Am I on anybody else's channel twice?
Am I like you're the friends with benefits guy? You only see twice a week, so you keep me away from your family.
You met my mother.
Oh, you're right, huh? Well, with that being said, I will go and sit in my room and contemplate being black. I heard the MSK streams are shown to prisoners in Guantanamo Bay. Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Iron Man Podcast. Hope you guys had a great weekend. We'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody.